Hold your arms up. Let me see your blue wristbands. Fantastic. Okay, so you guys are good to go. Welcome to the 11 to 12 age group. This is our final group of runners today. We have taken the course that started out this morning with the 6 to 8-year-olds and made it so much harder for you guys. This might be my favorite group to see run because you guys are in possession of some incredible ninja skill for your size. So I expect a very, very exciting run. Parents, strap into your seats because this is going to be a lot of fun. We will be live streaming this entire event, as we have been all weekend, on our website, on the National Ninja League YouTube page, on the National Ninja League Facebook page. Share it with your friends and loved ones. Grandma and grandpa can watch no matter where they are around the world, in the country, up in space. If they have access to the internet, they can catch the hot ninja action that is about to go down. Now, when I bring him over here, Coach Joe is going to take you guys through your course walkthrough. That is your opportunity to ask questions about the course. As I said, we've made some adjustments, so those of you who have been here before will not be running the same course that you saw the 9s and 10s just run, so sorry. You might have gotten a little beta out of it, but it's definitely going to be a little bit harder. What I'll tell you right now is this course will reward courage and bravery and having confidence in your abilities. So if you approach these obstacles with confidence, you will do very well. If you take a cautious approach, you will probably still complete them, but you may not do them in an amount of time that will have you finishing at the top of the table. So just keep that in mind. The obstacles are all very doable, all very age appropriate. But if you have any questions about them, in a few minutes you will have the opportunity to ask. And Coach Joe is our head coach. He will be the one making all final decisions. We have our course spotters, Coach Connor, Coach Angel, who's rowing out his arms over there. Our course starter is Jess. I don't know where she is. There she is. No, somewhere in the back. Our NinjaWorks team will be keeping track of all of the times down to the 100th of a second. So the last round we had a couple of competitors that were separated by 0.5 of a hundredths of a second or whatever. So we're keeping it down to the absolute wire. And we will have the results for you in real time as soon as we're done. Did I miss anything? No. Without further ado, Coach Joe.
All right, ninjas, welcome to the Action Athletics National Ninja League Qualifier. You will be attempting a series of obstacles to complete them to go the furthest, the fastest. Each obstacle has a point that's going to be the starting point and the point of completion. When we go over the obstacles, I will show you which points they are, so you know where the goals are. The course is 12 obstacles long. It's going to test your balance, agility, upper body strength, and execution. We are going to go with a 2-minute and 15-second time limit. It's going to be fast and furious. If you fail an obstacle, it's okay. That's where your recorded score will be to the last completed obstacle. The obstacle before the one you fail will be your furthest, the fastest. If you still have time remaining in your run, in your 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you can continue to try and complete the obstacles beyond the one you failed. In the event that you run out of time, again, it will be the last completed obstacle, and that will be your score. The top 3 men and the top 3 women will move on to the national finals. If any of our top 3 finishers have already qualified, those qualifier spots will bump out to 4th, 5th, 6th, etc. We'll explain that better when we award the prizes. Where did my rules go? I'm going to be the head judge as far as complete or failure. Coach Connor and Coach Angel will also be helping me. Parents and coaches, each athlete is going to be allowed 1 coach or parent on the infield. So coaches, you guys already know where to go. Coach Eric Mata, Lucas Reale, April, Mike Elwell, and Dave Vagara. If you're a parent that doesn't have a coach for your kid, if you want to be the coach, by all means, come out on the floor. Or any of the coaches that I just named, I'm sure are more than happy to help you out. All right. Ninjas, are you ready to see what the course is? Stand up. Ninjas, our starting platform is going to be right on top of that vault box. When it is your turn, I will check in with you. I will say, do you have any questions? Are you ready? If you give me the affirmative on both of those, we're going to go. If you have any questions, that's a great time to ask them, and then I can clarify and verify for you. The vault box is the starting platform. The finishing platform is going to be the gray box that Coach Connor is standing on. So you will have to use as many or as few steps you'd like to get up and over that last vault box to the gray platform Coach Connor is standing on. It's going to look a little something like this. And that is complete. Ninjas, any questions on consequence row? You can use as many as you'd like or as few as you like. Any other questions on consequence row? You may use your hands. That's a great question. Ninjas, you can use any part of the step. You can use the sides, the top, but you may not use those red platforms that this step is elevated on. Any questions? Yep.
Do we land on the box or the one behind us?
Yeah, so the finishing platform, Ben, Adam, raise your hand, is the gray blocks Adam is standing on. Does that answer your question, Tom? Yeah. Okay. You may use as many or as few as you'd like. Any other questions on the steps? Okay. Ninjas, our second obstacle is going to be the drive-in. You know, because the big screen looks like a movie, right? We are going to use the 3 spinning barrels to traverse over to the orange fluff mat. You may use the walls, but you may not slide in and sit in and support yourself wedged between the barrel and the wall. All right? Once you are on the orange mat, that is a complete. Ninjas, we are not going to be using the stanchions in between. All right? If I see you using those to like exclusively, like only, that's going to be a foul. All right? Try to stay onto the barrels. All right? But if you're using those and it's clear that you're using that as an advantage, that's going to be a foul. Any questions on the drive-in? Yes. Every single one of them spins. Any other questions? No? No? All right, moving on to the next obstacle. From the orange mat, you are going to travel over to the blue hockey puck looking mat. And we are going to be doing heavy metal. This is going to be the same obstacle the adults do tomorrow. Using the metal J-bar, you are going to use that and the 2 rings to get to the last box platform that Coach Angel is pointing at. You may land on it or over it. It's going to look a little something like this. Back up. You okay? Adam, you okay? Yeah. All right, do it again. Angel, come on. Angel, get through. Adam, shake that up. You went big on that one. Adam, you good to go still? Okay. And you can land on that box or beyond that box. Ninjas, any questions on heavy metal? You may not use your feet on any part of this obstacle. You may not use the blue straps above the rings.
What if you can't reach the beginning J pipe?
Stand on it. Jump up and go get it. He can reach it.
If we have any other kids that might not be able to.
Anybody else want to see if they can reach it?
Okay, I'll try.
He can reach it. Zach? Yeah. I don't know why you'd want to. Just an FYI. Anybody else want to try? If you are tall enough, there's going to be a little bit of an advantage. Any other questions? All right, moving on. Our next obstacle is going to be called the rancor. After you dismount from the heavy metal, you're going to make your way up onto the top of this wooden box. You're going to travel down to where Coach Connor is. We are then going to traverse from the wooden box over to the jug hold and catch ourselves on the wall. When you land it, you're going to hear me say clear. You're going to hear the scoring system go ding. That means you are good to move on. Any questions on the rancor? You may use any of the footholds, but your hands got to catch that blue jug hold. It is super juggy. It's like deep. You do not have to get both hands, but I'm going to strongly recommend it. Any other questions? All right, ninjas, moving on. Why don't you guys follow down the line I just went? That way, bud. Those are my favorites. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Do that.
Just don't.
Let me know how it works out. All right, we call this obstacle the warp drive. Ninjas, keep filing in. Ninjas, keep filing in. All right, ninjas, after you complete the rancor, you're going to hear that ding. You're going to run into your pace into this room to get up onto that black platform. You may grab the rope on the way up, or you can grab it when you get there. Either way, you're going to have the rope in your hand at some point. You are then going to use the rope and the 4 walls to travel around in an arc, land on the final wall, and climb up and touch the white pipe at the top of the 8-foot warp wall that Coach Connor is pointing to. Adam, put on a show, bud. Back up, guys. Adam, do it one more time. Boom. Ninjas, you can stop at any point, but you have to try to make contact with all 4 walls. Louder, bud? Yeah, yep, you may stop on that wall. Also, if you miss, you may go back to the black platform as long as your feet don't touch the black floor. Tom. As long as you stay on the gray, the black floor is the water here. Yes, so as long as you don't touch the black floor and you keep moving in this counterclockwise motion, we're still alive. You have to try to use all 4, right? Like you can't go from where Adam is to that other wall. You have to try to use these 2 and that one and go. No. And as long as you try to use these walls.
Do you have to touch the PVC or like get a...
You just have to touch it. Slap it, dismount. Any way you can do it safely. Any other questions on the warp drive, guys? We're good? Oh, sorry.
Can you touch the pipe?
We're moving on. All right, ninjas, our next obstacle is going to be the jumping spider. After you complete the warp drive, You are going to make your way down the same alleyway you're standing in right now. You're going to use this trampoline to jump up and into the jumping spider, where you're going to catch yourself using your hands and your feet. And you're going to travel up to that blue cannonball that's hanging behind me. Once you touch that blue cannonball, bing, that obstacle is complete. It's going to look a little something like this. Let's back up so we can give my buddy Adam a little bit of run space. Make it happen, Adam. Okay, not cool. Were you just saying fail? All right, and once he touches the blue cannonball, that obstacle is complete. We're going to take questions on the jumping spider after the next obstacle. The next obstacle is going to be the cannonball slider. You're going to use the blue cannonball, only the blue cannonball, not anything above it. The ring, the strap, the truss above it. And we are going to slide down and land on the black mat Coach Connor's standing on, past the blue stripe that's down there. So after we get done with this and we go to the next obstacle, just take a peek so you can see where that landing platform is. It's going to look like this. So ninjas, if you pull back like that, it will put it into the lock position. You can re-engage your feet or muscle it off. Any questions on either of these obstacles?
Can you grab the ring and pull it over?
No, you have to use the cannonball to pull it off.
These are two different obstacles.
These are two different obstacles. The jumping spider is complete when you touch the blue cannonball. The cannonball slider is complete when you pass the blue stripe. Owen? On the cannonball? No.
What if we physically not tall enough?
You're going to have to get creative, bud. Sorry. You may stand on the trampoline and then go from there. You can't put your hands on anything above the cannonball. If you pull it back into the lock position, you can yank it off. You'll be able to muscle it off. Use your core. We're not going to use anything above the blue cannonball. Not the metal pin, not the carabiner, not the strap, not the ring, not the truss. Owen. So yeah, you'll see it. There's a black mat here, second black mat, third black mat. There's a blue stripe. You have to land beyond the blue stripe. Coach.
So for the shorter guys, can they opt to bike route instead, or does it have to be jump spider?
They have to use the trampoline to get into it.
Like they have to bounce into it, or can they stand on the edge?
They can leave from the white trampoline any way they want.
Can't touch the blue or anything.
Yep.
Okay.
There is a 2-minute, 15-second time limit.
Okay.
It's going to slow them up.
That's the I asked.
Yep, good question. So Coach Dave asked for the shorter competitors to get through. If you don't think you can stick the spider, you may go into a body prop, but you have to leave from the white part of the trampoline.
Can I ask what a body prop is?
No. Any other questions?
One side, the other side.
All right, ninjas, we're going to move over to the middle of the gray floor. Talk to one of the coaches, bud. Our next obstacle is going to be the juicer. After you dismount from the blue cannonball slider, past our blue stripe. You guys see the blue stripe now? Yes. We are going to put our back against the wall or use as much run up as you want. We are going to run up the blue ramp, up and over the 3 barrels, and this obstacle is complete when you are on the black platform beyond it. Go ahead, Adam. You may not use the sides of the barrels. You may not use the wooden structure that it is attached to. Any questions on the juicer, Zach?
I'm assuming we only get one try.
This is a timed course. You're going to have 2 minutes and 15 seconds. If you haven't failed an obstacle to this point, you can take as many tries as you want. That clock is running down. If you have already failed an obstacle, we're going to limit you guys to 3, just to keep people moving. None of them lock. They all spin continuously. Any other questions on the juicer? You figured it out? Okay, if you have it later, you can ask. Any other questions on the juicer, guys? After the juicer, we are then going to the squeeze or the trapeze swing. From the black box, we are going to use that metal trapeze bar to swing out and beyond the black stripe. Coach Angel, can you show us the black stripe? It's a black stripe on that reddish-orangish mat. You must get beyond that black stripe. It's going to look a little something like this. Any questions on the trapeze swing? Good? Not good. Not good. Good? Not good. Don't touch the strings. You may reset on the box. No. You may step or stand on any of the padded surfaces of that black box. You may reset on the box as many times as you like. Sorry? Thumbs? Yeah. You can hold on to that bar with your hands any way you want. Any other questions on the trapeze swing? Yeah, as many times as you like. Any other questions on the trapeze swing? All right, after we dismount from the trapeze swing, we are then going to go over to the salmon ladder. Yep. Yeah, no yellow.
I didn't hear it for this line. The last
Yeah, I said it was like the second
Just as long as you said it, I may have missed it.
Yeah, I'll reiterate. Ninjas, the salmon ladder has a blue starting point. We're going to go up 2 rungs, clunk, clunk, to the blue finishing point. It's going to look like this. You must start the salmon ladder with your feet off the ground. Up 1, up 2. We are then going to dismount to that black mat. And the obstacle is complete. Ba-ding! Any questions on the salmon ladder?
Can you go one side at a time?
You may go one side at a time, just like the show. Any other questions on the salmon ladder?
How far is the gap?
12 inches.
If you miss trying to go side to side,
As long as your feet don't actively engage the floor to bear your weight, you may continue. Any other questions on the salmon ladder? Once your feet leave the ground, you can't re-engage the ground. As long as you're hanging from the bar. The second you put weight on that blue mat, you're in the water. Yeah, as long as you're hanging. Angel, can you show me like a dangle? Like just dangle off of it for a while, right? He's gonna try and miss. He's gonna try and miss, try and miss, try and miss. As long as he's doing that, he's good. The second he puts his feet down, he's no longer good. Any other questions on the salmon ladder? No. You may not touch those black beams at all. Eli. Again, don't make me call you out. If it looks like you're bearing weight, I'm going to call you out. All right? Any other questions on the salmon ladder? All right, real quick before we move on, back to the juicer for a second. You may not use the sides of the juicer at all. No yellow, no wooden platform that it's attached to. I know, I'm just reiterating. Okay? All right, after the salmon ladder, we dismount to the platform Coach Angel's on, and then we travel to the Minefield. The Minefield is a series of cannonballs and flares and nunchucks and ropes. You are going to use as many or as few as you'd like to get over to the last step of the devil steps. Use the rope, and you are going to dismount on or beyond the red mat. Adam, show them how it's done. Whoa, Adam. Smaller moves. Left hand. Lock off and go through. Ninjas, we can use any part of the holds, not the metal pins above them, the carabiners above that, the straps above that, to the yellow beam and onto the red mat or beyond the red mat. Any questions on the Minefield? Good question. When you get to that last devil step, you may reach under it to help pull yourself through. Watch your head, Angel.
Can you skip the rope?
You have to use the rope. You're going to want to use the rope?
Go ahead, Connor.
Connor's taller than most of you. All right, use the rope. You may use the ones above it. Angel, show us what happens when we use the one above it. By all means. That one does that, and so does the one above that. Did everybody see that? That second double step moves. Any other questions on this?
Could you still do it and try to grab the top?
No. Just don't use that step. Trust me, it's bad.
Will you call us out if we do?
No, but you're gonna fall. Any other questions on the minefields? Our last obstacle. After you finish and dismount past the red, you are going to run around. Ferris, get up. Cassie, Gabby, move. Move, 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 move. You are going to engage the black box and push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. You are going to push the black box to the other black box. When it hits that obstacle, you are then going to climb up and hit that buzzer. And celebrate like you won the championship. Ninjas, any questions on the sled push? Ninjas, before you go crazy, any other questions on the course? Adam, how much do you weigh? He weighs 73 pounds, and he made that look relatively easy. I already went over that. If you fail, you can run out your time. You may use chalk. Any other questions on the course, ninjas? All right, ninjas. Eyes and ears on Coach Jess. She's going to direct you where to be and what to expect.
All right, ninjas, this part's really important. You are going to be responsible for keeping track of who's running. On the TV in the action room, there's a board that's going to tell you who's up next, so you have to pay attention. We're going to keep 5 ninjas on that box right there. So we're going to need the first 5 ninjas to wait there. I'm going to have the next 5 ninjas sit right in the doorway there, and then the rest of you may go on as you please in the action room. Do not miss your run, please. Okay, parents have asked if they can video. Nick right there with the camera is going to be your best friend. You're going to come right onto the floor and stay right next to him just so that you don't get in the way of the kids or the coaches, but so that you can get a good video. Okay, so this is what we need to do. We need Quinn McCormick, Evan LaValle, Serenity, Gabby McNair, and Tom Alberti to the box right over here, please. And then the next 5 in the doorway of the action room. Declan Conway, Simon Games, Jack Longo, Sam Gravel, and Zach Kwan.
All right. That'll do it for our course walkthrough. Now, let's get to the serious business of getting these ninjas on this course. Parents, we will be, and we are, live streaming this entire weekend. This event up there, you can see that. All your friends and relatives can see it out on the internet. If for some reason you don't want your child's name and likeness on their course to be live streamed out onto the interwebs, let us know. We are prepared to handle that, and we'll just ninja their ninja run, all right? But other than that, have your friends and relatives check in with them because this is going to be some awesome, awesome action. All right. Now, you as the crowd have the most important job here in Ninja because it is a proven scientific fact that ninjas that are cheered for run faster, jump higher, hang longer, and otherwise do better on obstacles than those that are not. So, I know it's 5 o'clock. You guys are just getting in here. It's entering the prime time hour. I need you guys to get your energy level up, especially for this first ninja who is running today. Quinn McCormick is competing in his first
Ninja competition.
All right, guys, we are live, the National Ninja League Qualifier at Action Athletics. This is the last heat of the day, and right now being announced on the starting platform, it's Quinn McCormick. I am Justin Conway, New York Ninja and Ninja Sport, here to commentate and lead you through today's amazing events. We've had 2 heats so far that have been incredible. Here's the last one of the day. We got some Eye of the Tiger. Quinn looks like he is pumped and ready to go. Just waiting for his cue to get going. This is the 11 and 12-year-old age group getting ready to run. In just a little bit, we're going to have Naj come back in. Naj, the Phoenix Richardson, is coming back in, and he will be commentating along with me, sharing thoughts on what's going on in the course. But for now, let's check out Quinn's run. Here he goes, first competitor of the wave. Dropping down and over into the steps. Nice bounding steps. Wow, he's going really fast. Right through the barrels, no problem. He looks really confident there. The barrels are a tricky obstacle. You could totally just find your foot in the wrong place. Uh-oh, stagnant. Oh, so now he's got to generate a swing. He is doing the right thing to generate his swing. There we go. Good job. So he just got slowed down a bit, but was able to pull himself through, so that's great. Now this is really tricky because this is very similar to what we've seen earlier in the day. These 2 pipes, these 2 rings, oh, he's out. But he gets to keep going for fun. So he's going to continue to the next obstacle. But as you can see with those rings, they're tethered in 2 places. So there's very little pull in those things. You really have to either span or lâcher to get across them. Now a big jump to the rock holes. He's got it with one hand. Nice. And of course, getting heavy spotting by the coaches here. As always, super strong coaching staff. Big run. And, oh! Nice! He's got it! Wow, it was tricky. Just 1 foot on the warped wall. Oh, he may have hurt himself. No? I think he's okay. Alright. Running to this obstacle, he can do the a spider cling or a body prop. Oh, he missed the spider. So he's getting the cue to move on to the cannonball slider. He's got to take that ball. It's a beast ball. 3-ball beast ball. Slide down, release, and then up these barrels. Now you can see he approached these barrels kind of slow. You've got to charge into him. There you go. You've got to charge into him. You've got to have good foot positioning in order to get through him. He figured it out on a second attempt. Now the trapeze bar. Ooh, that bar does not give you much. You have to work to get to that platform. I like it. He made it. And now into the minefield. This is a, it starts with the salmon ladder. Oh, he's out on the salmon ladder. Oh, time is up. So that's it for Quinn. But solid run, especially for the first one of the night. You know, it's tough going first. You don't get beta. You don't get a chance to shake it out and relax too much. There's Naj Richardson there. High fives. Getting high fives, pounds from the rest of the crew. Nice. And up next is Evan LaValle. This competitor, he competed at the NNL in Texas Nationals at age 13 last year. Age 13? I don't know if that's accurate because this age group should not be for 13-year-olds. I think that is a messed up data point. All right, but let's see how Evan goes through. Looking strong. Beautiful. Now getting through the balance tank. Ooh, a little slippery there, but pulled it through. booking. Evan's hucking these big moves. Look at this. He's going nuts. Pulling up on that ring, that's the way to do it. Good technique. Beautiful. Up the wall. No problem. Parkour game strong. Big jump to the rock hold. Got it. Flying into the warped walls. 2, 3, and up. No problem. Smoking this course. Great time so far. Nice spider jump stick. Getting up close and personal with this camera angle right here. Nice hair. All right, sliding down. Clear. And this is the juicer. Let's see the foot placement. No good. So that first foot was way in the front of the barrel. Let's see if he corrects it here. Yep. Well done. We see this a lot. Some athletes need one attempt in order to figure out the barrels, and then they're able to get through it no problem. It could be a deciding factor for those competitors that are able to figure out on the first pass and save themselves about 5, maybe 7 seconds on a retry. Oh man, out on the salmon ladder. But so far, that's the furthest that we've seen on the course without any mistakes. So currently in first place, although only the second competitor, of course, of this heat. Nice lock-off strength, making good moves here. Good approach down to the rope. Now got to lock off and get to the platform. Clear, beautiful. Got the wall push, come on. It's got to push and then make it to that buzzer. Running out of time. Push it, go, go, go. Oh, wow, just in the nick of time. How much time was on the clock? A half a second left. Evan hitting the buzzer with a half a second. Unfortunately, Evan was out prior to that point because there was an earlier mistake on the salmon ladder, but it was still fun to watch that last second dive to the buzzer. All right, next up, we have Serenity Ottaviano. Serenity now on the starting platform. Going over some questions with Coach Joe. And Serenity, this is her first year competing and qualifying for the NNL, so I believe what this is saying is that she has already qualified. Interesting fun fact, Serenity has modeled. She's done some modeling in the past. You can tell she's a good-looking girl. She's also obviously super strong if she's already qualified. She's modeled for Hasbro, BJ's, Wholesale, Family Magazine, and some other things. And obviously it's got some ninja skills. That's cool. We've seen that in the ninja community from people like Jesse Graff. They're also doing some modeling. Not to forget Travis Winan. Ninja models. All right, now she's a little stagnant on this pipe. This is tough for a shorter competitor, I guess, because it's difficult to get momentum to start, because you have to jump to that thing and it's right above your head. So you have to generate momentum. And that is a tough technique for people that have not trained ninja, but obviously Serenity has trained. She got the momentum going. She's onto the first ring. Now here she can't generate the same momentum because that first ring is going to stay tethered. So she's got to get her way up that ring as far as she can and span it. Oh man, close. I feel like she could have gotten a little bit higher before going for the reach. She would have been in better shape, but it was close. Good effort. And now in the studio, we have Naj. What's up, Naj? Welcome back.
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Thank you, dude. Fun having you here. So, third competitor of the day, Serenity. Putting together a nice one here.
Absolutely.
She had a mistake, but she's definitely looking strong.
You know what? The thing I like about this, allowing the athletes here to continue moving even after they fail an obstacle, is that it really teaches these kids resiliency, you know, and it teaches them no matter what, to get back up and keep
Yes,
going.
shake it off and keep
Shake
going,
it off
right?
and keep going. You make
Right.
a mistake, you keep moving forward.
There's no time to sit there and kind of wallow in it.
Exactly.
You need to get over it and keep going.
Yeah, this sends a really great message to these young ninjas, that everyone's gonna fall. It's not how you start, it's how you
Nice.
finish. You might
Yeah.
have a slip up, but finish strong and keep doing your thing, and that's what matters most.
Absolutely, and I feel like that's at the heart of the ninja spirit.
Absolutely.
Is that resiliency, that almost underdog story,
Yep.
or that push through no matter what. I mean, you of all people, the Phoenix.
Yep. That's what the story's about, man.
Yeah, it's all about that, man. I love it. I love it.
It's not about it's not about the fall. It's about the rise up.
Exactly.
Everyone's gonna fall at some point. Jeff Britton said it. Everyone falls. So it's not about the fall. It's about how you get back up. Deciding to get up from that fall, learn from it, and keep moving forward.
Exactly. Yeah, love it.
Gabrielle.
Nick Nair is on the starting platform. She is a member of the Ninja Squad.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
This is definitely, potentially, going to be an amazing run.
Absolutely.
Because Ninja Squad represents. They were out in the previous sessions here, and if you haven't been tuning in, a little heads up on the Ninja Squad. So basically, you have to be selected. So you can. The Ninja Squad is a squad from the Real Life Ninja Academy and New Era.
Yes.
Two different squads, and obviously you can train there, and you can train with Drew Dreschel and a lot of the other, extremely strong coaches there. But in order to be selected for the Ninja Squad, you need to be invited. So this is an invite-only team
Yes.
of their strong ninjas. So here we go. Here's one of them competing now in this
She's doing
11,
really
12 age
well.
group.
She's doing really well right now. This is the one that, I feel like the most of the ninjas are going to have a problem with because it's such an awkward obstacle. You can't really swing on it. It doesn't allow you to swing too much. You have to use a lot of your body momentum, which can be a little tricky for some of these guys,
Yeah, and it's early on. It's the third obstacle. So if you're not maybe a well-trained ninja, you haven't been there, or if you take a little time to ease up on the course, sometimes people start with nerves. An obstacle like that requires focus, strength, and a bunch of different little variables could be, it could be really tough to get over.
And not only that, but you can tire yourself out too,
True, yeah. But what I like about this course a lot is that, I think she's still in.
Yeah, she's still in. As long as she doesn't touch the ground, as long as she doesn't touch the black
Interesting. She
floor,
was able
she's
to use
good.
the mat.
Nice.
Clear, nice. All right, so she's not looking like super polished, but she's getting through these obstacles.
Getting through the
you
obstacles.
can definitely tell.
She's staying calm. She's having a couple of slip-ups, but she's remaining, she's keeping her composure. She's staying focused too, which is even better. That goes, that's training in its own right. Just staying focused when you make a mistake.
Absolutely. Yeah, great composure here. All right, so not a good approach on the barrels yet. So I believe she's probably going to fix it right now. She's going to dig her feet into the crevice.
Gotta go fast.
She was still behind,
Yep.
so there you go. I've been seeing this all
She's got
day.
to get her feet deep.
I want to run out there and just start giving tips, you know? Come on, dig her. That time she got it. Oh, but she didn't have the momentum.
Yep. And the second foot on the second.
She's running out of time. She's gonna have to book. Lean in. Go.
And go.
Oh man, she could have time to try it again. Oh, out of time. Wow.
She kept going, man. She did not stop.
Nice.
She did
You can see it got
over and over
progressively
again.
better. She
Yes.
figured out the foot situation. It just took a little bit of time. And unfortunately, there wasn't enough time left in the course.
Oh man, that was a really good run. I really enjoyed seeing that.
Absolutely. Nice. Oh, we have Tom Alberti now on the starting block.
Awesome.
So Tom Alberti is the son of one of the owners of a co-owner, I guess I should say,
Yes.
of New Era with Drew. Let's see how Tom does. Jumping right
Here
down.
we go. I like this first obstacle because you jump down, your nerves are good. It's all about getting through that first obstacle, I feel like. If you can get through the first one, you start to have a little bit of fun. So that one, they just jump down and they go across the quad steps. Like, they're able to be like, okay, this isn't so bad.
Yeah,
They pick up their confidence for the rest of the course.
It's just a fun first obstacle.
Absolutely.
It's good.
You never
Tom,
want the
you
first
guys-
obstacle to be too hard. Uh-oh. A little bit of trouble here.
Nice. Good
Nice.
adjustment.
Yep.
Getting back to where he needs to be. Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
This is a very nice flowy course too.
Yeah,
Very
actually,
nice
that's what I was
flowy
saying
course.
before is regarding like upper body, for
Yes.
instance. It's not back to back.
No.
Until later, it's a little bumpy, but you get to try that tricky third obstacle, the upper body obstacle. Then you get a long break, unless you have to hang on this rope for a while.
The
Now
rope
this
is
is
the
going to
thing
eat up.
that- yep.
But that's the thing. You don't have to use upper body here if you're smooth.
Oh,
Nice, clear.
Yep.
Tom's clear. But if you get hung up, you're going to use your upper body, and then you have to face the 3 balls in a little while. Same thing with the trapeze. Like, you're really, I mean, it's one swing, you know, so you shouldn't be sapping your upper body
too much, yeah.
But if you get hung up for some reason, you need to swing 3 or 4
It's
times.
a little slow. He needs to go with that a little bit faster. He needs to get up there with speed.
Second attempt.
Again, go.
A little slow
A little
again.
slow, yep. He needs more speed
Really
going
needs to
into
just
it.
commit to that movement, and getting the chest above those barrels.
And look,
Trying to
honestly,
focus.
he looks like he's a little tired right now too. I think the cardio aspect of this course might be catching up to him.
Yeah, could definitely see some fatigue setting in.
Yep.
Trying to focus, trying to get centered.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
It's there.
Go,
You
go,
hear
go,
the
go,
team
go.
cheering. Go! Oh man!
He's not giving up though. He's going right back and he's gonna do it again.
So I feel like here you need energy. You really need the energy to push through.
Come on,
And
come on.
Oh, so close.
He's up there, man.
Oh
Right
man.
there.
All right. Good fight
Good
from
job,
Tom. Getting high fives from the crew. Joe Dubuque there. Used to coach at the Ninja Academy. There's Tom. There's Dad. Owner of New Era.
That, you know what, that obstacle is very tricky because if you don't have the speed, if you don't have the endurance, and you don't have the technique, you might as well just
Oh, wait a second.
call it quits.
Special introduction to this guy.
Oh,
I liked him. Nate said he's been dancing since the minute he walked into the gym.
yes.
I liked him because of his last name, Declan Conway.
Oh, there you go.
No relation, but cool last name. And yeah, he seems to be having fun on this course.
That's
Looks
what
like
it's
a fun
about,
dude.
man. The guys who are having the most amount of fun, they're going to do the best.
Oh yeah, like Jake Murray, man. Whenever I think of somebody having fun on the course, it's the guy who brings the wiener
Yes.
to
Oh, my goodness.
the last obstacle and dives in. So much fun. It's awesome.
So smart, too. I need to start doing that, having some food for the end of the course.
Yeah, right? Like
Legendary,
immediate.
man. Immediate protein, you know?
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Looking good here with the momentum,
technique.
getting higher and higher on that ring. That's the
Awesome
way to do it.
technique, yeah.
Now he's going to look for that static move. Nice.
There you
And
go.
One and go? Yes.
Right, yep.
One and go.
That's what you need. You need to get on and off these obstacles. You know, taking too many swings that can tire you out, which can hurt you in the later obstacles. Just
Jump.
keep
Nice.
moving, keep it going.
Got it. Awesome. So Naj, totally pleasure to have you here, man.
Thanks, man.
Tell us what's new, dude. What else is going on?
Dude,
You were just telling me about the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
You
I've been
volunteer with the
working.
Boys and
Yep,
Girls
I've been
Club?
working a little bit with the Boys and Girls Club, different areas in the East Coast. I'm actually going to be working with them later on. I'm very, very excited. It's a lot of fun, man. Just, reaching out to some of these younger, athletes.
Oh, out on the spider. I did not see that
I
coming.
did not see it coming. It looked like his foot just slipped.
Yeah, he just wasn't committed for a minute, I think. He just lost focus, maybe. He is wearing... Oh, those are Under Armours.
Yep, those are Under Armours.
Yeah, those might be the ones, actually, that I have. The Bandits. I don't know. Which I
usually-
like, but I don't compete.
They have a good grip. I feel like the Under Armour shoes have good grip. In my personal opinion, the Zantes are they're
fresh
unmatched.
foams.
Yeah, the fresh foams, they're unmatched. But the Under Armours, I mean, coming from someone who has competed in Under Armours, they have good grip, but you definitely need to be a little bit more cautious on them because they just don't have the same Zante feeling. Oh, right, pull the bar right off.
It's amazing how those shoes just took over. Like I remember spending hours online looking through discussions and researching what the lightest shoes were. Timing out here. We have an aggressive time limit on this course.
Absolutely.
So we're jumping around subjects. One, we need to circle back to the Boys and Girls.
Yes.
Two, we need to circle back to the shoe conversation.
Yes.
Let's go back to the Boys and Girls
Boys and Girls
first.
Club. But yeah, I've been working with the Boys and Girls Club, and for me, it's been such a pleasure working with some of the kids that I've met because a lot of them they need a little bit of guidance and they need a role model to look up to. And for me, that's the best thing about this sport. There's so many people to look up to, so many different backgrounds and people to relate to on the show. But personally, for me, the Boys and Girl Club is very special because when I was younger, although I was not a part of the Boys and Girls Club, I had the honor of meeting some of my idols in gymnastics. I did gymnastics for 11 years, and I had the opportunity to work with my idols, you know, and these guys, to me, they were like big brothers. They were, you know, they were such influences in my life, you know, how I wanted to, you know, how I wanted to progress in my own passions and my own goals. And a large reason that I am where I am today is because of the influence that these guys had on me in gymnastics. And for me to be able to kind of pass that on and pass on that message, you know, that, hey, you know, someone's looking out for you, someone wants you to do well, someone is on your side, you know. I feel like that means everything to a kid, especially when they're so young and very impressionable at this age, you know.
Naj, I feel that that is honestly, that's pretty much the best thing to do on this planet, is to be there for kids that already exist out there and need encouragement. It's the difference between, honestly, not only one, because I've also done a lot of charity myself, and it feels amazing. The gains that you get from that just personally is incredible.
Yes.
The kids themselves are incredible and everything, but then also just the impact on the world, really, because like you were saying, like the encouragement that you got, or the people that you met when you were a kid, and the inspiration basically that you had. Oh, wait a second. What happened with Simon here?
Looks like they're having a little bit of trouble breathing here. I understand that. Listen, I have asthma. I get it. I understand.
And
Gotta
so
deep briefly.
Simon gains, just quickly, I feel like, I'm sorry, we didn't introduce Simon. Simon's a really strong competitor, really having trouble on this course right now. But Simon actually competed at the Freedom New York Ninja collaboration NNL a couple weeks ago and qualified there. And it was funny, Simon was surprised that he qualified, was like shocked. And here you can see kind of, I think, just having some mental issues, like not really committing, possibly not feeling too well. Right up the barrel. Nice. There's a good example of the athleticism. Also on Instagram, the Great Gain Zini, I think, is the Insta.
Oh, that's such a good name on Instagram.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy.
Check out Simon. Good job, Simon. I'm happy. You know, at least
Had a little bit
a few
of
more
trouble.
obstacles to try out here. Not the greatest run, but hey, you learn every time. I know Simon's strong.
Wait a minute. Is this the Rocky theme song? I just heard the Rocky
It
theme
is. It's the Rocky theme song.
Guys, you know, I don't want to play favoritism here, but how can you not vote for this guy? He's got the Rocky theme song going. You know, the Philadelphia Pride. Come on now.
So not only the Rocky theme song, and we're sitting here with Naj, and Philly's coming up, but also this is a first-year competitor who's also already on the Ninja Squad. So that elite, you know, team that's selected from the Ninja Academy. A lot of you know, pros, a lot of cool things about this competitor. Let's see how he does.
Did you say that this was his first competition?
Well, it's the first year competing.
His first year competing. Okay, so he's already done a couple of competitions.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how many competitions. I don't have that data. I don't have that stat here. If anybody knows online, reach out. Let us know.
Yeah.
Actually, going to the YouTube board here. Let's see. We have some comments. We have one that says, "R.I.P. headphone users." Okay. Hey Nag.
I think that was reference to me.
When does your monster hold come out?
I actually don't have an answer to that one, to be completely honest with you. I'm still talking with Monster Holds right now.
But that's in the works? You're going to have your own hold?
That's in the works.
Sweet.
I have my own hold. It's going to be in the shape of the Phoenix. It's going to be my Phoenix logo.
What?
Yep. It's going to be
sick.
my Phoenix logo. I'm super excited for it.
Dude, wait. So wait, is it going to have like the feathers? Like, it's going to be sharp?
So it's a mold. The design is inside of the mold. It's all rounded.
Okay.
Everything is rounded.
Right.
Just like a regular.
So like the lightning bolt, almost.
Kind of like the lightning bolt. Like
thing.
the Phoenix design is etched in the hole.
Gotcha.
It looks
And the
very
hold
cool.
on the outside is smooth.
Yep, on the
Sweet.
outside is smooth and it's rounded, and it's going to be good for, you know, like a cylinder hold or even like grabbing the top of it. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait.
Man. I want to see this thing.
Yeah, hopefully I get an answer so I can start advertising it, so I can start pushing it out there so people kind of know when to expect it.
Oh, missing the spider. So having a few mishaps on this course, but
I
you
think
can
the kids
see
are just trying to go fast. I
Yeah.
think that's the thing. I think the kids are kind of getting ahead of themselves here. They're trying to move fast, they're trying to go quick, and they might not just be thinking about their movements.
And you know, that's a possible downside to being later in the course when you
Yes.
have a strong competitor or two or several strong competitors start out.
Yes.
Because then you know you have the time to beat this pressure,
Yep.
and that'll cause you to make some mistakes or not really focus on the
Yep.
course. You're thinking more about the other competitors and time rather than focusing on your actual obstacle.
That's really hard to not do. To be complete, I have to admit, like, I find myself in that situation all the time. You know, I might go after someone like Drew Dreschel, or I might go after someone like, you know, Enoch, or I can go even before someone, you know, like anyone in that category. You, Justin, I can go before you, and I'm like, you know what, I need to set a pace, or I need to like match a time, and you start to run a race that is not really your own. You start to run another person's race, and that
Right.
in itself can take you out.
Totally.
Holy smokes, this kid is moving.
Yeah, he's blazing. Another Ninja Squad competitor. I think the total Ninja Squad, or at least representation from Ninja Academy, is I think 17 strong for this weekend.
Holy
They are
smokes.
coming out representing. There's April in the background, encouraging.
Dude, he is moving. Going for broke here.
Nice. All right, pick it back up. So, Naj, totally believe in what you're doing with the boys and
Thanks,
girls.
man. I love it.
I think it's
such
huge.
an-
Anybody out here who's
such an
listening,
amazing experience for
take
me.
the example from Naj and myself. We both do charity. It's the most rewarding thing.
Yes.
You're helping people become better people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of almost the whole point, is like to be there and support them, and that just makes our entire world better. I
Absolutely.
totally believe in it.
Absolutely.
Very
You
cool.
never know the course that, you know, a kid can take just because they interacted with you.
I heard a really cool story recently. Just the gist, I won't get into it, but just the gist was that, like, this kid moved from foster home to foster home over and over, and literally tried to get kicked out of foster homes until he finally found a foster home where the parent, regardless, would never kick the kid out. And, you know, the dad said to him, I don't care what you do, you're my son, you're staying here.
That's
and that
awesome.
was the turning point. And then this kid, it was a TED Talk, that's what it was. So, like, this dude's, like, successful now, and he's got stuff going on. And he was like, the only reason that happened was because this one foster parent decided he was not going to give up on me,
Chose
and
not
that
to
broke
give up
through.
on. That's awesome.
Sometimes that's all it takes, is
That-
one person in your life.
That's it. That's it. Just that one interaction, man, can just change the course of anyone's life. And
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing for me with the Boys and Girls Club. You just meet some of these kids who just need someone to look up to. They need someone to believe in them, and that's what it means to me.
Yeah. Nice hold here.
Nice.
Ooh, struggling, has to get back. Good. Nice, saved it. Well done. So Sam's looking strong. I think there were some errors earlier in the course
Yes.
that
he
were
fell
coming
the
against
salmon
him.
ladder. I did know that.
But
Nice. Good job,
ooh,
Sam.
nice. How close is that? Couple of seconds away. Very, very close to the end there of running out of time. But you could definitely see the skills on the course.
absolutely.
Strong athlete. Just made a few mistakes here and there. What else? We got a nice comment here. Avery, she feels the same about us being role models. Cool, thank you.
Thank you, Avery.
Team run order. And can the music be the Pokemon Go song?
Yes.
Sorry, don't have control over that. I don't even have control over the fact that Imagine Dragons are playing one after another repetitively. we got a lot of
Imagine Dragons, they're a good band.
yeah, but so many competitors. You can choose your song when you run here at Action Athletics. Really cool thing that they did. You can choose your song that you want to play as
That
you're running.
is so awesome. I think
and
every gym needs to
obviously,
do this.
it's very cool, but obviously, people really like that song because it keeps
Everyone,
playing.
yeah.
This kid, however, is that? Yeah, it's Jump in the background.
Yes! This kid is one of my
having some fun.
favorites right now.
Zachary
This kid
Kwan.
has got some style. I like his music choice. I'm rooting for him.
Nice.
Come on, Zachary.
Oh, actually, so it wasn't Zachary's pick. I have the notes here. I'll let the crew at Action decide whatever you guys recommend. So the Action
I
crew
like that
chose
too.
this.
He trusts,
That's awesome.
the music choice of Action
Yeah,
Athletics.
he left it up to the pros, and they made.
What a
made
good decision
choice.
because they picked a good song.
This is Zach's first NNL comp.
Oh, nice. This is his first NNL comp. He's doing for his first NNL comp. He's doing amazing.
He is doing really well here.
It's the song, dude. It's
Nice. Doing it. Good job.
Come on, Dak. Hit it. Stick it in.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
I'll be
that
honest,
was a little close.
he doesn't look like he's like extraordinarily comfortable in all of these things. He's just kind of catching everything,
Yes.
but he's doing it.
He's doing well.
And it makes
this
it
is
really
first. This is
fun
his
to
first
watch,
time.
actually.
Yep.
Like
Now,
even
you can
that, like
see-
he was close.
You can see the lack of experience.
Yeah.
There, though he didn't. Watch how he goes up.
Yep. He's leaning back.
He's leaning back. He needs to lean into it. He needs to really dig his feet into
Going
the
a little
crevice.
slow. He's leaning back. He's not digging his feet into the crevice the way he needs to. But dude, that's what I'm talking about. It's so close every
so
time.
close.
He needs a deep breath and he needs a little encouragement to just
Come on, buddy.
run real fast.
Go,
he's,
go, go.
he's slowing down.
He's slowing down.
Oh.
He just doesn't know the technique to get on
Yeah,
top of it.
it's the unfortunate part about a new obstacle.
Not giving
like
up
this.
though. That's what it's about.
So this obstacle was at GCA. I said in a previous live cast that we were having.
Come on, Zach. Come on.
Come on! Oh. And I got the opportunity to try this thing, and I'll tell you, very similar one at GCA a long time ago. Come on! Oh. And it's tricky the first time you approach it. It's the sort of thing that you do want a trier to at.
Yes.
And so this is the difference. A guy like Zachary, good job by the way. I mean, he did not give up. He kept running. You could tell he's tired. You got to appreciate that.
Yeah,
I love the heart.
absolutely.
I love it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
you
the
can tell the
greatest thing
difference
about this
between
comp.
a competitor who may not have approached an obstacle. Oh, wait a second. This is my favorite pick of the day as I break my pen because I get so excited. Shipping up to Boston. I play this song before I run on the show. So
What song
I'm
is
getting
this?
chills right now.
What is
This is
this?
Dropkick Murphys, Shipping Up to Boston. This is my jam. Before I actually run on American Ninja Warrior, I usually play this for myself, and this gets me pumped. So let's see how he does. Flying through.
Nice.
Flying
He's
through.
moving.
I love it. Looking good. Using the wall just a little bit, just cautiously, just in case. I
There's
like it.
no problem playing it safe when you're not sure about an obstacle.
Yep,
man.
that's the way I intend to run
Yep.
it if we get that same obstacle
Yep,
tomorrow,
absolutely.
honestly. You know, I'd
There's
rather have a
no-
hand just
Yep.
in case, just there, you know?
It's better to be safe than sorry, you know?
Nice reach.
Ooh.
Matching with that second hand just in case. Good stuff. Up that box, no problem.
Nice and smooth, going from one obstacle to the next, not
Braden.
taking any time to figure out what he needs to do, trusting his instincts and going.
Yeah, he's looking good. This is Braden Auger. I believe I've seen Braden at New York Ninja. I believe I've seen him around competing. Let me see if I have any stats on Braden.
A brother that competes as well.
So this is his first year doing NNL and Ninja. He also plays lacrosse for 2 different teams, and also plays tackle football.
Oh snap! Can you imagine if the 2 teams he played for had to go up against each other?
Yeah, right?
Like, what would he choose?
I remember in high
That would
school when
suck.
I was on a football team, and I switched schools, and then my new school played my old school, and it was a little awkward, you know, because you're like cracking your own teammates.
Yep.
That was cool though.
I can't imagine being a part of 2 different teams.
Yeah, man. Wow, busy guy. Plus
Busy.
getting in his ninja training.
Come on, buddy. Kind of hesitating here on the salmon ladder.
Yeah, trying to get his breath. He was booking. I mean,
looks like he was a little unsure.
that was really good time up to this point.
This is an interesting obstacle here. I really like this obstacle. I'm a big fan of upper body gauntlet type obstacles, and that's exactly what this is. It's kind of like a puzzle.
Look at that lock off. That is training right there. When you know you're about to gas out and you can get into full lock off.
Come
You
on,
see
buddy,
he
keep
pulled
going.
The hold to his cheek. Now he's in a dead hang though. He's just tired.
This obstacle will
Oh man, timed out. Naj, this is a tough course,
It is
man.
a tough course. It's a very tough course, and these guys are doing very well with it.
This is surprising though, actually, because there's
his
the other
brother.
auger. Yeah, these guys have definitely.
He's got
been
a,
out of
as you
comms.
can see, he's wearing that knee brace. He actually
yeah.
got injured. He actually got injured at the movement laboratory NNL.
Oh no.
Had to have surgery on his knee, so he's going to be out for a while. But he is a very talented competitor.
Dude, yeah. I know he is. I've seen him at the other comps. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was very
he,
unfortunate to see him go down at the movement laboratory.
Hope he comes back strong.
Yes, absolutely. He will, man. That kid's strong.
Okay, so now we have Christian Hembury.
And he's moving. Whoa, right off the gate. Holy smokes. Good grief.
Wow! No break.
He's going for broke.
He just like cut that corner and just kept going. Look at this, right into the rings.
All right,
Who
he's
is
putting up
this
the time to
guy?
beat right now. Right off.
This is his first year competing.
Really?
But he's already qualified for the NNLs.
He's like,
So he just started competing, but he already qualified once, and he's back for more.
he is going for broke right now, man. This is what I'd like to see. I like to see the guys who have already qualified. They have nothing to lose. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and really push myself.
Yeah. Oh man,
Come on,
getting
buddy, come
tripped
on.
up here. He's got to get his hips
He's got to take his time here
toward
too.
the wall.
There you
That was
go.
better. There we go. Got it.
Sometimes
Nice.
they just get a little ahead of themselves. They're going too fast. They're not thinking about what they're doing. They just need to slow down.
Yeah.
One step off the trampoline. Holy smokes. It was awesome.
Wow, this guy's totally going for speed.
He is going,
I wonder
man.
where he
Right
trains.
into
Does
it.
anybody know Christian? Anybody know where this kid trains?
And this is what I was saying. I don't know where he trains, but this right here, this is what I'm saying. Don't, oh no, he can't get up. He's had a great time. This is going to slow him down. This is going to be the difference maker. Cardio's starting to catch up with him.
Come on, push it, push it, push it, go! Oh, man! Christian struggling
Really
on this
moving up
obstacle.
until this point.
You know, this is similar to the warped wall on the show, where you need energy to get up that wall.
Yes.
I remember season 5, getting to the warped wall the first time. I remember my entire, like, my mouth,
Yes.
everything was bone dry. And, like, I could taste blood. I know it sounds gross, but, like, it was so dry that, like,
So dry, yep.
I couldn't swallow, I couldn't catch my breath.
Yep.
And then when I attempted the warped wall, I didn't make it the first time. And I remember thinking to myself, what was that?
Yep.
Because, like, I don't miss a warped wall. Like, that's just something that I trained and I was good at. And I couldn't believe it, but it was because I was out of breath. And so, like, this is similar. Like, you book through the first half of the course,
Absolutely.
and then you get to these barrels, and you need that lower body, you need that explosive power like you do in a warped wall.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
I think that's why some of these athletes are gassing out.
I agree with that 100%. Like, even for me, fun fact about season 9, I actually almost missed the wall for city qualifiers. in Cleveland.
Wow.
I wasn't feeling my best. I wasn't feeling my strongest for the city qualifiers this year. And by the time I finished and I got all the way to the wall, I was so exhausted. And I went up and I literally almost missed the wall. I like, just grabbed the top of it and pulled
Wow.
myself up.
And that's crazy for a competitor that flies above the wall.
Yeah,
on a
I
regular
was like, I
basis.
was really surprised. I was like, holy smokes, I actually almost missed the
Yeah, it's
wall. That
crazy.
would not have been okay. But yeah, you need that. You need to have that win. You know, you need to have that win in your lungs. You need to have, you know, you need to have the cardio. Cardio's always got to be on point for some of these obstacles.
Yeah, it's something that you don't often think about in ninja training.
No.
People tend to focus a lot on grip if they think ahead, because
my
that is
problem.
definitely something that you need to work on all the time. You really need to focus on your grip.
I've really started to dial in my cardio this year.
Nice.
For Ninja versus Ninja, it was probably the most I've ever worked my cardio, and I felt great.
Awesome.
So
here's
that's something I'm really going to focus on this year.
that's a smart way to go. So here's Michael Kirwan. He's rocking a TA Fitness shirt. TA Fitness has been representing today. They're doing really well. There's a TA Fitness coach right back there. TA Fitness also just redid their gym.
That's the gym I've got to make it up to. I always hear good things about TA
Same
Fitness.
here. I went to the original and it was, small. The new gym looks awesome. I really want to get
I've
there
heard,
and check
yeah,
it
I've
out.
heard so many good things about TA Fitness. I definitely want to go check it out.
And that's run by Dave Kavanaugh
Dave Kavanaugh, yeah.
and his
who's an-
awesome now wife.
Oh my goodness.
They just got married.
That's so awesome. And he's an incredible ninja. So talented.
Yeah. He's
Someone
one of
to look
those
out for.
guys that we haven't seen a lot.
Yes.
He works a lot. He's a firefighter, first of all, and he owns a gym. So we don't get to see him very much. But he's super strong.
So
He's one of those guys that are still kind of on the DL, I think, as far as like being all over the ninja.
But-
like if you're in the ninja community, you know
who
Dave
he is, yeah.
because he's super
Yeah.
strong. But like, he's not like a famous guy on the show or anything. But it's like, there's no reason for him not to be. 'Cause he's so strong. Crap. Michael out. He was featured though one year. I remember him on like the Big Dipper, I think,
Yes.
when it first premiered. He did get some airplay there.
He's just one of those ninjas too for all of us, in the competitions. You see him show up and you're like, oh man, even more competitions here now,
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't squeeze it out. He's trying.
So
All right, so
close.
again, it looks like he's out of breath. He's really. Come on. Lean in. Go. Oh, man. So the ideal foot placement on this, sorry if you've heard this in the previous cast, I've been saying this all day. You've got to dig your feet into the crook of those two barrels. So he's got it there. He almost did it with both of them, but he was leaning back. He didn't have enough momentum. So it's a matter of foot placement and momentum following through. Now. Yeah! Oh, man, that was the best one. I can tell. It looked good. Go. Oh, no. That would have been it. So close. Let's hear it from Michael. Great job. Awesome. And so, let me see. He completed the warped wall 75 consecutive times in a single night. This is Michael, who just ran. Apparently, fun fact, he completed the warped wall 75 consecutive times in a night. I've never attempted it that many times.
That's insane.
That's crazy. You worry at that point if you're bulking your legs so much that it drains your upper body or something. Like, that's nuts. That's like running a marathon on a warped wall.
I'd be just afraid my legs are gonna fall off.
So 14 times 75. So somebody mathy out there.
Wow.
What does that come out to be? Is that like 0.2 miles? Or
Yeah,
something?
you guys tell us. I want one of you guys to comment and tell us how many miles that is.
All right, so now on the starting block, on the course, Allison, I feel like I'm going to butcher the last name. Let's just call her Allison.
Allison.
Allison's looking good here, getting big swings.
Yeah, she's got really good technique here.
Oh, look at that grin on her face.
That triumphant face.
Nice, got through. She's rocking a Dressel shirt. So not necessarily from like one of the crew, but definitely knows Drew and representing the brand.
Listen, I wear my Drew Dressel shirt all the time. I am a firm believer that when I wear it is, and I really believe when I put it on, I get extra power. So I don't blame her at all.
That's a huge compliment coming from you, Nash, to Drew.
I put on my Dressel shirt whenever I work out. Nice. Oh wait!
Oh,
just threw the
flag. Yeah, there's a flag. I think it was the foot touch going to the warped wall.
Oh, okay. So going to the last ball, her foot hit the flag.
I believe so. I think
gotcha.
I saw that. I'm not sure. Joe didn't call it at the time, but seeing that late flag, I'm thinking that's probably what it was.
That would have, yeah.
Ooh, good technique there. You see that? I mean, that looked like you, Naj, actually.
I'm telling
you throw off a Lachey bar?
Yeah, I mean, I got
nice.
that technique. I watch Drew very closely whenever I do anything. He's a legend. He's one of the guys that, before I even thought about getting into American Ninja Warrior, Drew was the guy that I remember seeing. And I just remember looking at the guy and being like, man, he's an actual real-life superhero. Like, not just a real-life ninja, but he's like an actual superhero.
Yeah.
So a lot of my technique I try to learn from him. I try to mimic what he does on top of my gymnastics background. And
That's
it
cool.
looks like she does the same thing. I'm telling you, it's the shirt, man. It's the shirt. It's the real life ninja shirt.
Shirt power. I tend to take the opposite thought on the shirt thing, though, because less shirt, more
Less
power.
shirt, more power.
For sure. So, but, maybe they equal out. Maybe no shirt is equal to wearing a Drew shirt. But a normal shirt, you're just like pedestrian level.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. I agree with that 100%. I got to either wear.
It's got to be no shirt
When
or
I
a
run
Drew
the
shirt.
course, or whenever I do anything, I'm either wearing my shirt or I'm wearing one of my ninja shirts. Ooh,
There's Flip in the background.
right now.
Flip Rodriguez, Joe Dubuque.
Joe.
Flip's talking to April back there. And we got a Ninja Squad competitor on the block there.
Speaking of guys that I used to watch before I got into Ninja Warrior, Flip Rodriguez, another guy. I used to love the rivalry between Flip Rodriguez and Drew Dressel, man. Like, those two guys were, honestly, I mean this when I say it, these are the guys that really got me into American Ninja Warrior. I just remember watching them and going, crap, that's awesome.
Yeah,
these guys are,
cool.
are legit, you know? I wanted
honestly,
to be a part of that.
I was just going to say that was more of my, like, that's what I thought was like, I just want to be there to compete with these guys. Like, I want to be the third in that.
Exactly.
Created a triad.
That was what I wanted. I was like, man, I would love to compete with these two guys, you know? And, you know, you remember other guys too, but for me, the guys that stuck out the most, the guys that I was really excited to see was Drew and Flip.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Jameson putting some big moves onto these obstacles, looking good. He's got this big reach coming up. Let's see if he can span it and hold on. Bam, he's got it. And the single hand, nice. He had 3 spotters there. Look at this crew, everybody following him along. Again, really can't say enough about the setup here at Action Athletics. This is a professional, really well-run organization.
Absolutely.
You can see how clean the gym is. By the way, this room is dedicated to warped walls. This is the warped wall room that you're looking at right now. Oh no! A touch on the floor. Wow. But yeah, I don't think there's any other gym that has their own warped wall room.
My kind of room.
4 warped walls in it. It's pretty legit. Plus that setup. As soon as I saw that setup, I was like, I can't wait to get on that.
I was like, I'm gonna live here, man.
I want to try that swing.
It's definitely one of the best setups I've seen.
Very cool.
I've been to a lot of gyms and
right up the barrels. Jameson looking strong.
Yeah, this is one of the best setups I've seen. I've been to a lot of gyms, and this is by far one of my favorites for sure.
It's really nice. I can't wait to see what they bring out for the adult competition tomorrow, because all these things are going to change up.
Yes.
I don't want to say all of them, but at least the vast majority are going to have at least some tweak to the course.
Yep.
And there are things right now that you can't even see. They're kind of hidden, like wing nuts
Wing
that
nuts.
are almost right above
You
Jameson's head. You might get a glimpse.
You know that's my favorite.
It's just out of the camera frame right now, but yeah, there
Come
are
on,
wing
buddy.
nuts that
Come
I
on,
think
Jameson.
are probably going to come out. And some other things.
Good
Man,
job.
timing out.
Never
But
give
lots
up.
of great things at this gym. Looking forward to it tomorrow.
We hope to see you on AMW one day, Jameson. I hope your dreams are realized.
Good job.
Nate giving some
Next up on
well wishes to Jameson. Now Jackson Horwedel, this is the second year training at New Era Ninja for Jackson.
Dude,
second year at New Era.
The Ninja Squad is showing up
Super
today.
strong, right? I mean, I think this is probably the biggest representation, this group right here.
Yeah, man.
They must have like 10 athletes in this group.
More. I think there was more. There's been more than that.
there he goes.
Second year training. This competitor plays Premier Soccer.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Good fight, though. Wow. And also interesting about Jackson.
That was smooth. Haven't seen anyone use that technique yet.
So this is Jackson's third year fencing epi style.
Oh, nice. I don't know what that is. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
But it sounds interesting. Good run there. Nice, got it. Nice spider jump. Looking good through here. Looking good. All right. Eyeing up the barrels. Taking a deep breath.
Go.
Smart approach. Because you need gas to get up those barrels.
Absolutely. Ooh, did you see how he jumped on that? That was like gymnast
I feel like there's an Akbar comment there. Something about going at the barrels when your tank is empty.
Oh man, I wish he were here. He comes up with some of the best lines I've ever heard.
Best meaning worst, but funny.
So funny. So fun. There's literally a Twitter account with Akbar.
The best. I know. It's Akbar. Yeah. All right, onto the salmon ladder. He's gearing up here. Big kipping mache sort of
Just
technique
missed
there.
it.
Yeah, didn't get all the way up. That is, I think, a regular adult-sized salmon.
Yes.
Which means that it's about a foot that you need to bridge. So that's a lot for a 11 or a 12-year-old
Absolutely.
competitor.
I guess in retrospect, that'd be like skipping runs for us, you know.
Especially this late in the course.
Yes.
You know, you're tired before you get to the barrels. Then you have a trapeze bar and then a salmon ladder. It's pretty tough.
Yep.
But
Come on,
now he's
buddy.
got time left and he's pushing the box, so this competitor moved. Good cardio. Click. And boom. Nice. Very nice. All right, that was our 16th competitor of this wave.
Absolutely
We're
killed it.
pausing to take a look at the leaderboard. So we're led off by Sam Gravel, followed by Evan Lavalley, and then Braden Auger. We have one female on the board in the top 8. That's Gabrielle. She is at 7. And yeah, so we have a nice, let's look at the times here. So we have 2 competitors that are separated by only 0.8 seconds.
Nice.
Actually, so that's Evan and Braden, and then another competitor. Yeah, these top 4 competitors are very close in time. So, with just about half of our competitors having run, roughly, it'll be interesting to see how many times get packed into that first 5 that are all kind of close to each other, and how stiff the competition gets. So Gavin now on the starting block.
Next up on the course, as we get back to the ninja action in this 11-12 age group, is a young man who stormed on the scene with the Cape Cod Ninjas, who made a name for himself. I remember him from our game in college.
All right, so Gavin now, this is his second year competing in NNL, and it says that he enjoys helping coach the Cape Cod Ninja. So, and he's rocking the Cape Cod Ninja shirt. I don't know of Cape Cod Ninja.
I was gonna say this is my first time hearing of Cape Cod Ninja.
Yeah, but
pretty cool. Always discovering new.
Yeah, interesting to know, I guess.
You see those socks? I am loving those socks right now, man.
What are they? Oh, SpongeBob?
They look like SpongeBob.
They look like SpongeBob.
I am digging it.
I would feel bad if they were totally something not SpongeBob, though.
He's showing a lot of
but they're nice.
strength here.
Yeah, he's booking. Good time. He looks comfortable.
Obstacle awareness.
He's making big moves without a lot of effort.
Yes.
I guess he's definitely a taller competitor, but it seems like he's just kind of comfortable.
Right.
Like that. Like, you know, just like 3
He's got
easy
very good
steps up the
obstacle
wall.
awareness. Very, very good obstacle awareness.
Boom! Nice jump. Look at that. He only moved once, I think, to get to the next obstacle.
That's all he needs.
He's making this look easy. Nice! Beautiful.
Who is this guy? He's showing up.
He's the Cape Cod Ninja.
Cape Cod Ninja right now. Oh,
Gavin Ellidier.
come on, buddy. How many runs do they've got to make it up to the top?
Get it. Oh, he got a half. Yes! He's got one. Come on! Yes!
Come on!
Dude, keep going. Let's go.
Awesome.
He's got it. Yes! I think that's our first competitor to get it.
Get through, yeah.
Nice. Onto the 3-ball hole. The cannonballs. Looking strong here. I hope he has the upper body. Oh, what happened? Oh, man.
You know what? Still an amazing.
Still great.
Yeah,
This is our current leader right here.
Yeah.
Boom. And he's up.
Well,
Beautiful. And I think he's got plenty of time on the clock,
Absolutely.
too. So that was an impressive run.
Wow.
There he is. First place by, 10th obstacle, a minute and 12.
That was amazing.
Really almost a minute 13.
Well done,
1:12.59. Nice run. Dude, I love that. I love seeing competitors for the first time. I was looking at this dude on the starting block like, I don't recognize this guy. And then, bam, first
Just
place
comes
run.
up and shows out, man.
Just, crushes it.
That's what it's about.
So, we're going to take a brief intermission here, just real quick.
All right, I hear Nate saying that we're going to take a brief intermission. We're looking at the leaderboard. Right now on the starting block, we have Amaya Mela. Totally butchering last names. But it's Amaya. And
All I do was
this is her first ever Ninja Warrior competition. Looks like she's getting iced like the show. So, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we all know, man.
Yeah, on the show, you will get put on the starting platform sometimes, and they're doing their production thing. They're readjusting cameras. I don't know what they're doing, eating a ham sandwich, and then they'll leave you on the starting block.
That actually happened my very first
Extended period of
season.
time. Me too. Season 4. What happened to me actually? They got me ready in the starting area, and I was just about to go up, and then all of a sudden I see everybody starting to leave, and lights shut off, and I was like, what just happened? Like, I'm getting ready. And as a brand new competitor, you have no idea.
You have no idea what's going on.
But they took lunch. Like, I hear everybody saying they're taking lunch. I was like, what?
But they just told me I'm gonna go.
I'm warm. I'm ready to go. I'm standing before the starting block. What is this? And then you have to sit around for an hour, find something to do, and then come back and get ready to be one of the first people to run after lunch.
It is such a mind.
Dude.
It messes with you, man.
And by the way,
mentally, it messes with you so.
Yeah, and by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, lunch, because this is shot at night, lunch takes place at about 1 a.m.
Yes.
1 a.m.
So you're already sleep deprived. You're already cold because the temperature drops at night. You know, there's so much. And for anyone who remembers season 7 in Pittsburgh, it was like in the 20s at least. It was so cold.
There was literally ice on the obstacles.
It was so bad. And I remember going up to the starting platform and being, well, first of all, like you being told that, hey man, you're gonna get ready. You're like, you're 3 up or whatever. And I got up there, I'm ready to go, and then they're like, all right, now it's like get ready to do your thing. You're about to go up, and then all of a sudden, everyone's like, everything stops. Everything stops. They're not bringing me up to the platform. I'm ready to go. I'm getting ready to, walk up and do my thing for the very first time. And then all of a sudden I hear, all right, guys, we're going to go to lunch. That's lunch. And I'm like, wait. Like, I'm just like, really? Like,
What does that mean?
yeah. So
What is this lunch?
you sit around and you wait for an hour. You get cold. You don't know exactly when lunch is over.
Yeah.
It's a trip, man.
Man, luckily though,
I have been
Nash, now that there are veteran competitors that have been on the show, you've been there, we're able to tell new ninjas. So like for instance, the New York Ninja crew, I've got a crew that I'm lucky enough to train with locally. Joe Capo, Abby Clark, Zach Siegel, Dan, we all train together. They're strong ninjas from New York. And when Joe Capo and Abby went out to, also Matt Shores, I'm sorry, I'm probably missing some people, but when like Abby was going out to compete in regionals last year.
Good save.
Nice, good save. I was able to tell them about all this,
Yeah.
right? So they were able to at least mentally be prepared for the ice just in case.
That's what you need. You
Both
need to be
types of
mentally
ice.
prepared.
Getting iced on the platform and literal ice on the obstacles.
Literally ice on the obstacles.
Which both happened.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
I was a victim of the icy snake crossing.
Oh, dude, that was rough.
It was rough.
Oh, she's out there.
Just wasn't high enough on that ring to make the transfer comfortably.
But again, this is Amaya's first competition
That's awesome.
ever. So,
You know what? It takes so much bravery just to get up and do this in front of everybody. So many talented ninjas who have been doing this for a while, and this is your first comp at a gym like this, where the competition is so high.
And anybody watching out there, take notice. You do not need to be, training forever to get into this.
Exactly.
Come on out and just have some fun with it.
Yes.
At the very least, you're gonna have some fun. Even if you're failing obstacles, just have fun with it.
Just have fun.
Push it on.
I meet ninjas just about every day at a new Ninja Warrior competition, a new NNL, who tell me they've only been doing ninja for a month, and this is their first comp. So you do not have to be in the gym like months in advance before you do a competition. Just come out, try your luck, see what you can do, see what you're capable of. You might find a new sport that you fall in love with,
Yeah. Oh, so I'm going back to the commentary, I should say, oh man. Out there. Sorry, going back to the YouTube chat, live chat thing. We have an answer about the warp wall. You remember what I said?
Yes.
I said it was 0.2 miles, just
Yeah.
like throwing a number out there. We had somebody, Avery, thank you for the answer. I hope this is accurate, but she said it was 0.19 miles.
Yeah.
0.19 miles of warp wall. Almost 0.2 miles of warped wall consecutively in a night. I like that idea though. So I play warped wall knockout. It's one of the things that I like to do.
That's a lot of fun, actually. Yep.
Dude, a lot of fun. Do a ton of warped wall real fast, but I still think I didn't hit anywhere near
No way.
that mark.
No
That's
way.
a lot of warped wall.
My, you know what? I love my Achilles. I like when it's attached.
Yeah, right?
I don't know
Oh,
if I
man.
can handle that much warped wall.
That sort of training though, if you ramp up into it, could prepare you to, not have Achilles issues in the future, right? You make it stronger. So.
Absolutely.
All right, on the starting block, Emma Tran.
All right, Emma.
Get crazy, wicked, fast. Let's see. Definitely looking pretty good through these steps.
There you go.
Well
Looking
done.
a little cautious here.
Emma Tran, this is her first year competing in the NNL. And as Nate just said, in case you guys couldn't hear through the microphone, she loves to play soccer and ski. She also has
Soccer
3
is
siblings.
such a good background for ninja because we've been talking about Emma down. We've been talking about cardio, how that plays such a factor in how you do in these competitions. So I mean, in my opinion, soccer is the ultimate form of cardio you can have for a sport.
100%. I feel the same way. I've thought of that myself, and I thought about trying to get into. It's tough to pick up games of soccer, right?
Sure.
So instead, I've been doing basketball here and there.
Okay.
So you play, and it's almost the same thing.
Yes.
It's not on the same scale, but you're constantly. If you're playing full court, 5-on-5 or something.
Yes.
Dude, the cardio is great. So I've been trying to build in just pickup games into my training. But for the last 2 months, I've been out of training. So this was back when the weather was a little nicer. But it was awesome having that a few times a week, or I shouldn't say a few times a week. It was usually once a week. But then I would go train. And I just felt better when I got out to the gym.
I try and look for alternative forms of training as well.
We have somebody new in the studio. I'm gonna bring you over here, buddy. We're gonna get Jake Murray to say hello. What's up, Jake?
Let me finish my stretch.
Oh, he's stretching. I'm gonna bring the microphone to you, Jake.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, National Ninja League fans. Thanks for tuning in. It's me, Jake Murray.
Jake's striking a yoga pose behind me here. All right, we'll give him a little break. He'll come in and say hi. So right now, sitting with Naj Richardson and Jake Murray. And I am Justin Conway, New York Ninja here at the NNL at Action Athletics. This is pretty dope. Very nice competition so far.
Good competition, man. Come on, Emma.
Go with that. Oh, last obstacle here, just
on, Emma.
the block push.
She's almost there. Go, go, go.
Click. Run up.
She's almost there.
Smash it, smash it. Yeah. Nice.
Good job, Emma.
Awesome.
Man, dude, when
You
that
see she's
buzzer
tired.
goes off, I get nervous.
Yeah, right?
It's my blood going.
Dude. And it's weird because I don't know if you noticed it, if you feel this, but so I'm a musician and I have I listen to like the pace of things. The timer doesn't seem to be in sync with the seconds.
No,
and
no,
that
it is
throws me off.
Yes, because I count. I make sure I count, and if you count in your head, you count faster than the actual buzzer.
Right.
So if you count in your head, and you're like, that kind of gives you a little bit of a
So on the show-
advantage of what you need to do, how
Yeah.
fast you need to get there.
Right. So on the show, the sound is wah, wah, right? How do you know how many of those are inside of that second?
On the show, I don't. So I have a different mentality with the show and with NNL competitions, and I'm able to kind of zone in and get that kind of tunnel vision focus on the show more so than I am for the NNL. I think the NNL is a little bit more intimate, and everyone's so close to you, and everyone's so close then, and you have so many people yelling at close distances. When you're on the show, you're farther away, you're higher up, so you don't hear everybody
You can
as
focus.
much. You can
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
I am able to focus so much. She's good though. A little bit of a tumble there off the reins, but she saves it.
Oh, and another Conway competitor.
There we go.
Ashlyn Conway, awesome. Representing.
But like I was saying, I'm able to focus so much better on the show than NNL comps. And anyone who follows my NNL competitions, I don't have the best of luck. And that's just because I'm not able to focus like I need to. So, being
Wow, it's
able
interesting to
do
know.
that- yeah. being
Have you
able
ever
to do
tried
that is
running
a
with
lot.
headphones?
It doesn't work for me. I have tried it once. It distracted me. I wasn't dialed in. I kind of took it a little too lightly, and it wasn't good for me. But I totally respect anyone who can run with earphones in, because I definitely can't. It's not for me at all.
Yeah, I've tried just doing like light workouts with headphones.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like it.
I
very
didn't
much.
I tried to work out with them, and it's not fun. I'd rather put a song on the radio and
Yeah.
just tune up the sound in the
True,
in the
same.
gym.
Yep.
And work out that way as opposed to listen to your
Oh, coming close, Aslan. Coming close, but not quite there. She needs to power up. Power.
Come on.
Man, you know, another thing for me is I love music. So when there's a good song on, I really feel it's pulling my energy away from what I'm doing physically, I think.
100% agree with that.
Because I'll be thinking of the song as opposed to thinking of the obstacle.
Absolutely.
It's not just in the background for me.
100%.
Oh man!
I
come
actually
on.
found for me that was the issue. I'm the same way. Music I really love music. So I'll put a song on and I feel myself thinking more about the song and wanting to do something to a beat as opposed to
Exactly.
the obstacle that's
Yes,
on. It's
exactly.
I shouldn't be thinking about doing the obstacle to a beat. I should be thinking about doing the obstacle and worry about nothing
Dude, I'm the
else,
same
you know?
exact way. Same exact way. Anytime I hear something, and a lot of times when I'm doing something, especially if it's repetitive, I'll do it to a beat.
Yep.
And it's okay if I have a song on, if I'm doing like some just like regular labor, like if I'm building or whatever. I will totally do that stuff to a beat. I feel like that's just like my natural like state is to be kind of at a beat.
Absolutely,
Right?
I agree.
And so if the music is doing that, it's gonna throw off my pace. Like I'm not gonna be able to step off beat.
Yep.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's cool.
I
got the same thing.
literally, the very first time I ran with earphones in, it was just it wasn't at an NNL, it was a little in-gym competition just for fun. And I found myself waiting, just not really thinking about it, but just literally waiting to get the beat drop.
Right, yes. Dude,
Wasting
opposite effect. So, recently, alright, so first, I want to introduce Ferris here, Ferris Collins, tearing up the course so far. Nice move right there. That is a really smart move. So you don't have to gather your lâché momentum. You can just lean out and grab
Jump right
that,
into it.
that first ring.
Yep.
The second part of the obstacle. Good jump. flying through. So Naj, though, so recently, my girlfriend has an elliptical in the basement. I wanted to get some indoor training real quick, just to do something.
Right.
Nice. Got to the top of the waterfall. So I put on a really fast-paced song, and it forced me to step with the beat. Like, it didn't force me. I mean, that's just the way I do it, though. But I put on a song that was like boom, 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 like that.
Yeah.
And I put the level up high, so it was like I was climbing up a mountain. And dude, I had to drive so hard to push the step down, and because it was fast, it was an intense workout.
Yeah.
So you might want to try that, because that's the only way I can run.
You can run fast.
Because
I do
I
run
don't
with
like
earphones.
running.
I run with earphones.
Oh yeah?
I just don't do ninja with earphones.
Right,
I
yeah,
run.
big
I
difference.
run. Yeah, I run with
Because it'll keep your
earphones.
pace. Right,
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, Ferris out. Cool. So yeah, if you plan, I realized this like mid-song. I didn't. Well, not mid-song. Early on in the song, I think I realized that I was instantly driven by this song, and I was like, wow, I have to pick songs like this
Yes.
to run to, and then it'll keep me engaged. Because dude, I really don't like to run, but it's so good for cardio.
It's fun. You know what? It's funny that you mention that because I have been looking for the longest time a way to train my cardio without running. 'Cause I like you. I don't like running.
Yeah.
But if
Full
anyone,
course runs.
for full course runs. But not just that. I looked at the very first.
Nice. That was a smart approach.
He didn't go up the side. He just
Sorry to
jumped right-
interrupt, Naj, but yeah,
No, that was smart.
I didn't see any other competitor do that today. Why
That
not
was
just
smart.
go up the side of the box, smash
That's the
that
beta
buzzer
right
half
there.
a second early?
It's gonna be interesting to see how many of the guys try that from now on.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, my cardio. I was like, I need to find something that is gonna help me that I really enjoy. So I started looking at Team Ninja Warrior Season 1, and I remember seeing, funnily enough, Jake Murray just smash through the competition in Team Ninja Warrior. So I went up to Jake earlier in the year, and I was like, hey dude, like I'm really trying to, I'm trying to bring my cardio up. I'm trying to get a little bit better with this. What can I do? He gave me a treadmill workout that I've been doing ever since. It's the best my cardio has ever been.
Wow, really?
Best my cardio has ever been.
Dude, do you have that like listed somewhere? Is that online? Or, like,
It's in the mind
share
of
that?
Jake Murray.
Okay.
It is in the mind of Jake Murray. Well,
Oh, we have Jake Murray now in the studio. As I turn around, is this like a privilege workout that we can share with everyone?
It's a trade secret, but it's called a hit workout. I don't have to tell you, the amount of time I spend doing what,
Yeah,
high
cool.
intensity interval training.
High intensity interval training is the way Jake Murray says to train.
Yes, it
Nice.
was.
All right, so
It's been the best my cardio has ever been.
awesome.
For sure.
I gotta say, we have Paul Woods on
Paul Woods.
the course right now. He is smoking it, and his younger brother ran in this last heat and got first for the males. These are super strong athletes. They're part of the Action Athletics team. Look at this. Right up and over those
They
barrels.
didn't even move. The
Barely
pocket, too,
moved,
didn't
right?
even move.
Look at that Lachey technique.
Lachey
Beautiful.
technique.
More than enough momentum. Gotta give a shout out to Paul as I see him crushing the course. All right, so now Salmon ladder, definitely tough. Oh, not having a problem with it. Locking it in.
All right, so this automatically puts him in second place right now. I don't know about time, but this automatically puts him in second place.
I think he's
if he
doing-
makes it through this, he'll be in first.
Nice.
And it looks like he's gonna get through.
He's just gotta hook that in.
makes it a-
Nice idea
And that
using the
is-
outside of the double
That puts
step.
him in first place. Are we
So
gonna
he's
have
in
a
first
finish?
place.
This is gonna be the first place finish right now. It's gonna be the first finish. I think so.
Get up, get up. What happened? Go, 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 go.
I knew it.
Nice. Awesome.
All the beta of the last competitor, and now he is in first place.
Beautiful.
Finisher.
Now Paul Woods finished. 12 obstacles in a
Good
minute and
job.
43.21. Awesome job. All right, so for a third time, Jake, come on in.
I was cheering for that, clear.
That was my fault. I keep introing you, and then we navigate away. So hey, Jake, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. Just out here at Action Athletics, enjoying the kids crushing this course now.
Yes.
Were those our first two clears?
One clear. First clear. Yeah.
Oh, that was
that's
the
our
first clear.
Awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
Paul
Okay.
Woods. And now on the starting block is Jake Chudrin?
Jack.
Oh, sorry, Jack. Right, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jake. This is why I need you here. You need to stick around and help me. Real Life Ninja Academy. He's also got the bandana on.
Yeah, these guys have a mean team. No
They are
surprise.
representing today. They've got so many ninjas out.
I like the headband.
Yeah, he looks mean. Oh, too slow.
Oh, yeah, you gotta charge those balance obstacles.
So, you know, typical balance approach. Before I let anybody try a balance obstacle, I say, typical way to go about this, lean forward momentum, and go fast, right? Like, that's...
Absolutely, I would agree with that.
It's all about forward momentum. If you have forward momentum, you don't have left-right momentum. That's what I tell
you
people
start
all
to
the
lose
time.
it, you can dive too if you make it far enough.
Exactly. So you need to lean in, you need to go for it. He just took too much time.
Absolutely.
Jake, what's new in your world, man? I saw you doing the Pro AM, and you looked super flowy. You looked
Thanks,
super
man.
strong.
Yeah, feeling really good. Cleaned up my diet a few months ago, and I've been seeing gains lately, and I'm feeling potentially the strongest I've ever been. So I'm looking forward to this season.
Awesome.
But yeah, otherwise just pretty much training full time, man.
Nice. And we were talking yesterday, and you tell me that you are a full-time athlete. I mean, that's what you do.
Yep.
And I'm surprised and not surprised, because obviously you're a super strong dude. But like,
Thanks,
it's amazing to me when you said that, and I thought, yeah, that exists. That's awesome.
Yeah, it
like
does
you're a
now.
full-time ninja.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
That's
cool.
what you do. You're a ninja.
Yeah, I'm psyched. It's been almost 2 years. 2 years since I quit my job, and I've been able to provide for myself with mostly competition winnings, and you know, then I get to come out here and do cool things like this. I get hired for kids camps and have a blast doing that. So it's like it's never work. So yeah, it's just full-time fun.
That's incredible, man.
It's pretty great.
Dude, congrats on
Thank you.
securing the dream.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
No, it's been awesome.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's just cool that Ninja's getting this big that we're able to do this.
That you can do it, right? Yeah. Awesome, man. Very cool.
Yeah.
So I have 2 training programs that I have currently going. Well, one of them's currently going, one's going to start up. So I'm instructing with my Ninja Sport curriculum. Oh, wait a second, Jack. Jack is having some trouble
Jack.
here. Moving him on to the next obstacle. Let's see if he can get his hands on it. He's running out of time. No good. So yeah, I got my company Ninja Sport. We have a new program that started at Island Rock on Long Island, and now also Sky Zone brought into the program as well. So I'm going to be running their program beginning February 1st, and dude, I would love it if sometime you could come out. So we need to talk about maybe you coming out to New York sometime.
That'd be great.
Training with my little ninjas.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. The Sky Zone, that's huge. That's
Hell
super
yeah.
cool, man.
That'd be very cool. So Joe Morawski also has a Sky Zone camp program, and so our programs are called the Warrior Academy at Sky Zone, and 2 separate programs. We're running 2 different clinics. I run my Ninja Sport program. Joe Morawski's got his own, but we're both working out of Sky Zone. And the plan here is, Sky Zone's really into this ninja thing, so we could see some big things happening.
That's awesome. Yeah, it seems like they'd mesh really well.
Yeah,
Kids love tramp parks, and the kids love ninja, so.
Yeah, totally. All right, so now we have Owen Mathers. Owen Mathers is doing really well on the starting platform right now. He's been training for 3 years, and you can tell he's rocking the TA Fitness shirt, as many other competitors here are. Oh, look at that. It looks like he was on the wing nuts. That was like wing nut tech right there.
Good, that lateral movement.
Yes, he got that flow. He was able to make it happen, get to the end.
He's cruising. TA Fitness, of course, is David Kavanaugh's gym.
Yeah, big shout out to David. We were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
So this competitor, Owen, nice run.
He's flipping coins.
His nickname is Ninja O, you're a ninja bro. Ninja, I don't know if that all is his nickname or if it's just Ninja O, and then Ninja Bro is like the catchphrase or something. But I like it. Yes, he's to the top, no problem. This is not a tall competitor here, so for him to just be dominating obstacles like that tall tank situation,
We might be looking at a first place pace here.
Another fun fact about Owen, competitor profile, he loves baby goats.
Yes. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love baby goats? Dude, did you see the parkour goats that like?
Yes. I've been.
That was one of the best videos I've ever seen.
I've been fantasizing about those, like doing a parkour goat video because they're so adorable.
Yes, dude. Come on, buddy. Oh man, and I've been wanting to hang out with goats just for that reason. Just because I was like, goats are amazing. This is awesome. I want a goat farm.
That's what they do. They're natural parkour athletes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Fellow ninja Jesse LaFleur just put out a parkour go video. Check out his.
Oh, did he? Yeah, because I saw him doing a pet video series now.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I saw something else that was totally unrelated to goats. It was all about pets. It's like, I think it's a series that he's doing.
Oh, wow.
It's like parkour pets. Yeah.
Can he make it?
Running out of time. Come on, Owen. Come on. Out of time. Yeah, Ninja O on his back. You can see it says Ninja O.
I believe someone walking behind us said that was his Instagram handle too.
Cool.
So, if you
So
wanna
his
follow him.
Instagram, you can follow him. Ninja O, your ninja bro.
He's literally ninjas out.
TA Fitness, strong little team representing today.
Yeah, I was surprised it did.
A lot of strong teams out here.
Obstacle ninjas. Ultimate. What is this
Saw
guy's
a couple
team?
of Gravity Forge guys out here earlier.
Ultimate. Yeah, Gravity Forge has been representing. Yeah, I think that says the Ultimate Ninja
I like
team.
the tank tops.
And so this is Gavin Russell. And he's a bookworm, it says.
Oh,
He's always reading.
he's moving too.
He's not always reading because unless he can read and run,
When he's not dominating
because
courses.
he's got to be training ninja at some point in his busy schedule of reading because he's looking super strong. And right now he's reading the Magnus Chase series. So look for this dude. Look, he's looking strong. Good moves. I feel like he could have dismounted, but he played it safe.
I think a lot of them are playing it safe when it comes to that obstacle because I've seen a couple of the guys and the girls have a lot of momentum where they can just let go, but I feel like they're not used to that movement, so they're playing it a little safe.
True, yeah. I've definitely seen that a bunch. And that's a smart way to play it, you know? Unless you get the pressure, Unless you get the pressure for trying to beat a really good time, you need to be conservative here and there to make sure that you don't go out on something silly. Oh! He went for the Mike Needham.
He's selling out. Oh,
nice.
That would have been awesome. I wish he would have landed that. Oh, that would have been
Dude, that is the Mike Needham. For those who don't know, Google Mike Needham. Body prop, spider jump, or whatever. Mike Needham's one of the shorter competitors, and unfortunately at Vegas, he's made it to Vegas a few times, and unfortunately the spider jump has taken him out because he's shorter. So he trained specifically doing the jump into a body prop, and he nails it. So it was great to see him just try that. That's awesome. It looks like he's probably getting a cramp. He's probably a little gassed here.
I get a cramp just watching these guys.
Oh, man. Yeah, so you can see when you're gassed, these tanks are hard to get up.
Still moving though. Still pushing forward. Showing a lot of grit here.
Yeah, good Lachey power.
Good Lachey
Nice.
power. Keep going, buddy. Don't stop.
Oh, he's running out of time, though. He's got 2 obstacles to go. 3 obstacles,
Come on,
actually, to
buddy.
go.
Go for it. Go for it.
Uh-oh, come on, get it.
Come on.
No good. Timing out. This is an aggressive time. This is a tough course. Strong athletes coming out. It just makes that one clear all the more impressive. Next competitor coming up. This is Quinn Caputo. Quinn now on the starting platform. An Action Athletics ninja. And let's see any fun facts. Well, he's playing Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
That's a pump song.
For this.
Bounding through the steps, no problem. Looking good. Oh, he's a swimmer, according to, I think Nate. I think that's what Nate just said. He's a swimmer, an accomplished swimmer at that. So this is a cool obstacle. I like the stagnant rings. Jake, what's your favorite obstacle on the course?
Man, I don't know. I might have to say I like the juicer. I like the juicer. It's
Yeah.
unfamiliar to me, and I like that about it. It's a mystery.
How do you? You tried it at the Pro-Am, right?
No, no, we did not have that. I did try one at GCA Beast Wars
That's what I was
too
talking
last
about
year.
earlier.
Yeah, and that was really fun.
So it was like the same one. I was saying the same thing. I love it because it was just weird.
Yep, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
It's a cool obstacle.
It's counterintuitive. You have to like lodge your feet in the crevice between the two barrels to kind of advance. So.
Exactly. And if you're hesitant, you just fall right back.
That's right. Slide right now.
Up like that. There you go. He was a little slow on getting his legs up.
We know he's got the lung strength to get through.
There he goes.
Wow.
That time it barely moved. Great foot placement. And we have some new ninjas in the studio. What's up?
How's it going?
Ninja Josh in the house. Say hello, dude. We're on the live stream
now. Thanks for having me.
Josh Levin in the house, and we also have John the Giant Alexis.
Hey guys, just popping in for a second, trying to work that tripod camera in the corner too at the same time.
This is a star-studded YouTube commentary here. Having a lot of fun in the studio. Quinn, Quinn out on the salmon ladder. Josh, man, good to have you. Did you just come in? I haven't seen you yet.
Yeah, I've been hanging around for the last hour or so. Just got in, here to help out wherever I'm needed, and really excited to watch these guys crush this course. I mean,
Cool.
This is literally the next generation of ninjas right here, and we're going to see these kids come out and put on some awesome performances that we'll be talking about for years to come. So I'm really excited.
Absolutely. I love watching this. I love also, you can see athleticism on the course, and then you can see hidden athleticism inside of these ninjas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you can see, I've been saying it all day today, watch for this guy, next year. Watch for this guy a few weeks from now, It's great to see these younger ninjas, especially the ones that are like kind of just brand new into the sport, but still are showing a lot of promise. And, hopefully we're going to see them a couple competitions from now, even stronger. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun to watch this.
Can you imagine what this sport is going to look like 10 years from now when these guys get on the course? What the obstacles are going to look like?
Dude,
you know what
insane.
I mean? Like, it's going to be crazy, dude. Just seeing what these guys, they're doing what we're doing. These kids, some of these kids are doing what we're doing and better.
Yeah.
So can you imagine in 10 years what it's going to look like, what the show's going to look like? It's going to be nuts.
We were talking about it earlier. I think there was a 9-year-old competitor that has completed a 14-foot warp wall. 9 years old.
That's insane.
I think that's the youngest so far that I've ever heard of. I know the youngest for a while was like 14. I think it was Rachel or something, and then it was 12. I heard. Then it was 10. Now a 9-year-old. I don't know if there's anybody younger than that, but man, 9 years old. The kid was not very tall either. Definitely under 5 feet. And it's a shame it doesn't get the same type of airplay of like a Casey, because like Casey's just under 5 feet and she's an adult.
Right.
9-year-old kid clearing a 14-foot warp wall.
Well, also
thoroughly impressed.
The salmon ladder. There was a kid last night during the open gym who did 37 rungs. On the
Dude,
salmon
really?
ladder. Yeah. There was a
Wow.
kid last night who did 37 rungs on the salmon ladder. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Insane.
That is really, really impressive, especially when you think that a kid has a smaller stature. So each one of those rungs. Whoa, look at that save! Yes!
Save.
Chris Molnar saving it on the warped walls. Very nice. Yeah, so every rung for a kid is just even more. Ooh, another save. It's even more work,
Yeah.
No, we're eating right now. It's making my mouth. I'm salivating. That smells so. Dude, I love a piece. Please. Thank you, dude. Oh, I want to take the whole thing. Here, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. Nice. Oh, a little piece. Oh, dude. That is seriously good. Okay.
Snack, man. Whole food.
365 organic fruit snack sticks. Wow. Seriously
I try
good.
to get the healthy snacks in when I can,
Nice. All right, now onto the salmon ladder. Chris Molnar. Taking his time here. Looks like he's trying to gear up. Ooh, didn't make it. Oh, and he's. Oh, that was just the. That wasn't out of time. That was just. Yeah, there's a good amount of kids making it there.
Come on, buddy.
Big moves here on the 3 balls. Wow, quick moves!
Yeah, man, quick moves.
Right to the end, nice! That is the type of training, very nice. That is the type of training you see with team kids that know the hand-over-hand technique, how to hold their body to traverse through obstacles. So now we're looking at the leaderboard. Paul Wood still in first place, the only finisher of this course so far, followed by Gavin. Gonna butcher his last name, Gavin P. Ferris Collins, Sam Gravel, Owen Mathers, Quinn Caputo, Evan Lavalley, and Braden Auger. That is a stacked list right there. You can see the times are all really close too, especially the competitors that only made it to the 8th or 9th obstacle. So another Cape Cod ninja. So Gavin is the other Cape Cod ninja that we've seen on the course so far. Yeah, he's in second place. Now it's Haley. Nice.
I'm gonna have to go visit this gym.
Yeah, right. I'm curious to see what they have there. I have not heard of this gym until.
They're clearly sending out some very strong athletes right now.
Yeah. until seeing these competitors here. And look at that swing, you know, that's practice.
Dude, these Cape Cod kids are no joke.
Do we have any Cape Cod people watching the YouTube channel? If so, feel free to comment in. Let us know. Obviously, you guys are in Cape Cod. I don't know. Let us know about you guys. Post a link or something. Nice. Ooh, she's got to reset. So interesting thing. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Joe's getting into spot because she may have to jump for the rope in order to continue to try this obstacle. She's got to watch not to touch the ground. Touch the ground. So interesting thing about this obstacle, you can start on the starting platform, make it to the last part of the obstacle, and if you miss it, the starting platform is right there. So you could just start over again, which is what she did. Now the slider.
Nice.
So Josh, man, Josh Levin in the studio. What's new?
Not much, man. Yeah, it's been really fun hanging out this weekend. Got to do a really great meet and greet with the kids last night, and obviously watch them throwing down in the competition today. I'm just recovering from a hand injury that I sustained while at the Wolfpack Ninja Tour about 2.5 months ago. So it took about 2.5 months off, and now I'm just getting back into it. So
wow, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That stinks, dude. It's
still a beast.
It's still a beast. Yeah. Thanks for giving everybody else just a little bit of breathing room, Josh. I say every year in my application they ask what's the toughest thing, you know, that you have to overcome on a regular basis or something like that, whatever it is, and it's injuries, man. Just injuries. That's the toughest thing with training. I think it's the toughest thing, you know, in training is the question or something like that. Injuries, man, because if you're not careful. I was sick for the last over a month. I think I had the flu or something, and I couldn't train, so I'm totally out of shape right now. Well, at least I feel like it, you know? I'm like, I haven't been able to train for over a month, so I come to a place like this, and all I want to do is play, and I just know that I'm just, you know, I definitely need to warm up. I'm not ready to just start playing, you know? It's unfortunate, man. But are you competing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Might not be as strong as I want right now, but that's really totally fine, and I'm really excited to try my strengths right now on the course.
Awesome, man. Happy to have you back.
Thank you, Justin.
Now on the starting platform, Tate Becker, rocking the Action Athletic shirt. Full stand up there and dropping right down. Nice. Some competitors get into a little squat, getting ready to go to the steps. Not this one. Ooh, booking through those barrels. All right. Now he's got to get up a momentum. Nice. Made it happen. And then over to that next ring.
It's really great to see the Action Athletics team making a full demonstration of their team here tonight, because I mean, this whole sport and this whole like the idea of having an NNL comp here in the Boston area is new relative to the sport, and the fact that there's so many kids out here right now just throwing down on these obstacles is really impressive.
Yes, totally impressive. And specifically Tate. Tate is crushing it right now. He's totally representing. Wow. And he honestly, it didn't seem like he had the best approach into those tanks, but he flew right up. He just did it anyway.
Easily one of the faster times we've seen to this point so far.
Absolutely. This could be a first place finish right here if he gets there.
Yeah.
He's taking a breather here, which is probably smart because you need to make sure you get through it. But at the same time, he's got to have some sense of urgency to get to that first place time. All right, one more run to go. Got it! Yes!
There we go.
Dismount. Now he's got to make it through the 3 balls.
We know he's at least in the top 3. We know he's at least in the top 3 right now. He makes it through this.
Beautiful. And if he clears that, he's top 2, right?
All right.
Yes. So now he's in second place at least. And now it depends on his time. Listen to the crowd. Crowd's going nuts. Yeah, tons of love from the crew. Tate, second place. Wow, less than 2 seconds, a little over 2 seconds behind first place.
Job, Tate. That was a great. You know what? That 2 seconds came from the rest on the salmon ladder.
There you go, man.
If he would have just kept going, I think he would have had Paul.
But then the other side of that is maybe he wouldn't have completed the salmon ladder if he didn't get that breath, right?
Like
so
two sides to the coin, you know.
It's really tough to tell. We got another Cape Cod ninja up here.
All right, let's see what this guy can do. Cape Cod's been showing up, man. They have been showing up. They
Looking
bring
strong.
some ninjas out here, and they look awesome.
Oh, we just got a little data here. Oh, interesting. So one of the regular ninjas in the community, David Vergara, I think is the way to pronounce that, is the coach at Cape Cod Gymnastics.
And clearly puts in work.
Nice.
Look how fast Nate is moving right now.
Yeah, Nate looking strong.
Looking very strong. One of the smaller competitors here, so he's got to really build up the swing momentum here.
Making his way up to the other side of the hoop, which is, yes, look at that span, beautiful.
Smokes.
Taking an extra swing just to be sure.
There you go, Nate.
Awesome.
And look at his little legs. It's like Flash.
He's looking so strong. Oh, one-handed. Killing it. Cape Cod.
I'm telling you, man, I need to go visit this gym.
You heard it. Naj wants to visit.
I want to visit. Wow, these kids.
Bam! Another one-handed grab, this time the warp wall. Getting it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Come on, Nate. Make it right up, no problem.
Whoa! Flying, dude! I love it. I love this run right now.
This is.
Oh, look, he's hawking it. Throwing his head back. Come on.
My goodness.
If he doesn't rest here and he's able to fly through, we're looking at a possible first place. Let's
Come
go.
on. All right, let's see what he can do in this SAM ladder.
Oh, man. Oh.
But he's still going right to the next obstacle. Did not let that stop him.
You can see how he has to push every little millimeter, centimeter of his body to get to the holds because he's got such a small stature. But I love the fight. There's Joe Dubuque pushing him. Let's go. Push it, push it, push it. That's tough for a smaller guy. Look, he's on this. Nice.
Faster times to that point. We'll see where that point puts him.
Absolutely. I would bet that that's probably the fastest time to that obstacle. Yep. And then, so that could put him in
Top 10 maybe?
third or fourth?
I don't know. Or fourth.
Yeah, Gavin probably has him edged out. Wonder if we're gonna get the stats up. See the stats probably in a little bit. There we go. Yep, Gavin's in third, Ferris fourth. And then, who are we up to now? Now it's Ethan.
Well, the last guy that went, his name was...
That was Nate.
That was Nate,
Right?
yeah.
So where was Nate? I didn't see him on the list.
Well, everyone who's in the top 10 completed, they didn't complete the SAM ladder. I guess they got there faster than he did, maybe?
I guess so. Interesting. I guess he's just not top 8. All right. But right now, Ethan, not Russell, is looking really strong out here. He just flew through the first part of this course, first 2 obstacles.
Good music. Good music.
Well done. Well done, Ethan.
Good obstacle awareness. Jumped up and grabbed the rope right away. No problem. This is what I like to see. Confidence is going to take you a long way on a speed course like this. You have to be sure of your ability. You can't be afraid. You can't be scared out there. You can't be scared.
Wow. Big fun fact for this competitor, Ethan. Ethan is a twin. Ooh. And of the twins, he was the heavier one, and he weighed 1 pound 11 ounces when born.
What?
1 pound 11 ounces.
Holy smokes.
Amazing. And look what he can do today.
It was a pretty incredible run by Ethan so far. And for all you guys watching at home, we got to remember that this gym is brand new. So even the competitors that maybe have been training at Action Athletics for a longer period of time, this gym for Action Athletics is an upgrade from the previous one in the Newton location. Really great run by Ethan there, but he's going to keep going. But anyways, this gym is something that these ninjas have never even seen before because they've just been finished. It's a brand new location, and it's probably at least like 4 or 5 times the size or large of the previous gym that was in Newton. So the fact that these guys are able to come out here and have an awesome location to run these really phenomenal obstacles at with a lot more space and room, especially for spectators and all the parents who want to come out and watch and support Ethan there, all the coaches.
Ethan's
It's great
getting
to
to
see.
the end there, getting some love from the fam.
Yeah, always great to see the competitors cheering each other on. supporting each other all the way through the course.
Yeah, and good point, Josh. This is a brand new facility. Even you know, the home team is fairly new to these obstacles because they're brand new. Going to the YouTube chat, answering some questions here. So first of all, question from Jonesy Lax 21. Am I commentating tomorrow? I am. I'll be here all weekend. I will be. So tune in and feel free to chat me up. Will you guys be at the MN Qualifier? I will not. Anybody? You guys gonna be there? You gonna be at the Minnesota Qualifier?
I do not think so.
I don't believe any of us will be at that qualifier, unfortunately. What else? Somebody posting a little, just ancillary information here. Let's see. All right, so now on the start, not on the starting platform, but mid-run, Cassandra Lewis. She is part of the Ninja Squad. You can see these well thought out moves. She's not rushing. It looks like she's kind of going with the flow, using her swing, moving her arms. Look at that. That was a good move. She looks confident. You see the look on her face? She looks like nice. All right, she had to fight. She definitely ate up some time, but she did pretty well. She got through it.
Yeah, she's looking really strong so far. The Ninja Squad here is really showing up. They have a lot of great athletes, and you can really tell the quality of the gym they have and the coaching they have there. Really great runs from these athletes so far. And I actually really like this obstacle here. It's called the Warp Drive, is that correct?
Yes, the Warp Drive.
It's really cool.
I gotta say that might be my favorite obstacle.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. It's really unique to have these 3 warp walls that you have to kind of swing around in a circle. And again, if you miss the finish part, you can start over again. So it's pretty unique. I've never seen anything quite like it. So I really like it.
It's like a bigger version of the Sonic Curve.
Yeah.
A more awesome version of the Sonic Curve.
And even has kind of shades of the old half pipe attack where you have to run on the curve and then grab the rope.
Right, exactly. It's like a broken, separated, rounded half pipe, pipe attack. It's beautiful. Another question here: how many team competitors? Well, in this heat, these are 11 and 12-year-olds. There are 39. 39 competitors, and right now we're up to the 32nd competitor. For tomorrow, the teens, I'm not sure. Nice, Cassandra getting up to the top of the barrels. I am not sure tomorrow how many teens. Tune in to find out. Cassandra just timing out. She looked good out there, though. Very nice.
And that was really important that she actually got over that, what's this obstacle called again?
The juicer.
The juicer, yeah. So the fact that she was able to get over the juicer and pass the trapeze bar in the appropriate amount of time was a huge boost for her because that's a big cutoff. Like a lot of competitors are struggling to get up the juicer, and because she is able to get over that, it's going to bump her up a lot in the rankings. So really clutch performance by her right by the time it's winding down.
Very cool. And now on the starting block, Ben Rosenblatt, another Action Athletics competitor. He is eyeing up those steps. Joe Dubuque getting pumped for the beginning of the run. Watching his little ninja attack the course. Looking strong. Look at that.
Yeah, Ben's looking really smooth and composed so far. He knows these obstacles.
Big reach there. Beautiful. Getting right through that obstacle. No problem. He's definitely flying. He's got a great time going. Now onto the warp drive. He's a little low on that rope. There he goes. Choking up. Nice run. Oh, overshot it. Gets a redo.
Yeah, a little bit too much energy there, but it's really cool how this obstacle you can restart and try again.
Very cool situation here. Oh, no! Come on! This is a strong competitor here. He's just not putting it together with this obstacle.
Yeah, it's looking really close, and I think this one might be the one for him to be able to figure out how to get...
He's not bringing his left leg onto that last wall.
Yeah, it's possible.
He keeps hitting it with his right leg, but he's not dedicating his hip movement and his left foot to also stick.
That's true. He also needs to have a little bit less momentum going.
There it is!
There we go. Yeah.
Yes! And this is a good example of, see, this is an Action Athletics kid.
Yeah.
And he's not, he's not comfortable on the course because this is new stuff.
Yeah, it's all new obstacles for all these guys, no matter whether it's your home gym or not. So it gives you a little bit more favorite playground. But yeah, Ben put together a really good run. I think the time it took for him to get past the warp drive might have been a little bit much, but I think he's going to be able to really nail it in for the last couple obstacles here. And if he's able to clear the Salmon ladder in enough time, it'll really bump him up in the rankings. So he's got some time left.
Yeah, the nice thing about the way the competitors are stacked in the ranks right now, if you can clear the Salmon ladder, you're in really good shape, you know? It's just a matter of, out. No good.
Yeah.
But moving on for fun.
Great run for him though, definitely knows what to improve on, and I think one of the things about competing in these type of competitions, these NNL events, is, at least for me, is that whenever I go to an NNL competition, I always, if I struggle on an obstacle, or most of the time when I fail on an obstacle, it's a really great learning experience for me, and it makes me understand what I need to work on in the future. So I'm sure Ben's going to be looking at the tape from this one and figuring out, okay, maybe something he wants to work on for future training is doing some rope swings, understanding how the momentum, how it all plays out in terms of where he wants to have his hips go, where he wants to let the energy go, and that'll help him out in the long run for sure.
Yeah, what a great foundation that this can establish for you, because there are competitions so often now all throughout the country that are all tied together with a similar rule structure, and or definitely the same rule structure, but a similar course layout and things like that, so that you can get consistent practice and learn how to make yourself stronger. It's really cool. Josh, where do you live now?
Great question. I'm currently based out of Sunnyvale, California. That's my hometown. I finished school in Boston earlier this year, so I had some time off and I did some traveling. So I'd say I'm based in California, but not really like living anywhere per se. I'm pretty much always on the road now, doing a lot of traveling, a lot of competing, preparing for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo for rock climbing. So
sick,
that's
dude.
the big goal.
That's amazing. Nice. Do you know if you're going to the Olympics?
There's no guarantee, but that's definitely the dream, and I'd love to really try my best for it. And
that's amazing.
Everything I got.
For those who don't know, Josh Levin is, can I say that you're a world-class rock climber?
Sure.
Yeah, he's a world-class rock climber. He's extraordinarily strong, extremely good at rock climbing, and obviously has his sights on the Olympics. Dude, I hope you get there, man. That's awesome.
Much, yeah. Be cool. And it's cool too because rock climbing is a brand new sport in the Olympics. It's the first time it's going to be in the 2020 games. And of course, all of us at home watching Ninja Warrior are really hoping that this ninja sport will also turn into an Olympic sport as well. Hopefully we'll see it sometime in the next decade. And I'm sure like these kids, this Jenna right here, she's doing a great job in doing as many obstacles as she can, even though she had a stumble early on. Like the fact that these kids are so passionate about the sport will mean that they're going to be the ones that are pushing the sport forwards, making it more mainstream, and hopefully we'll see them at the Olympic Games in 10, 15 years or something like that.
That'd be so amazing, man.
Maybe earlier.
I'm all about seeing this progress as a sport, and that's why I named my company Ninja Sport. I mean, that's the reason is because, and just, quick background on why this all began for me is, people wanted to do ninja. They didn't know what to do. They just wanted to do ninja. They knew I wanted to do ninja. Just like me, training season 4, my first year on the show, there was no place to go to train for it. Definitely no coaches that could really help you along. There was no structure. And for all the new places that wanted to open up, what do? To create a ninja program. So that's why my company Ninja Sport exists. It's to design obstacles, build obstacle courses, run events, and set up entire ninja programs inside of gyms. So we have one going at Island Rock right now, Camp Jacobson on Long Island, soon to be started at Sky Zone on Long Island. I also work very closely with Brooklyn Zoo. We have Hampton Gymnastics East has Ninja Sport. Tons of gyms have now tested the model, and it's working well. We got some strong ninjas out there. I can't wait to see this expand. And there are other ninjas that are doing a similar sort of thing where they have their own curriculum program, and they're progressing. They're ninja coaches like Joe Dubuque, like I was saying before, that are like, we didn't have this years ago. You didn't have a really strong ninja coach to go to and be like, hey, show me this stuff, because the sport was so new. And now it's really being established, and it could become something great that kids can do outside of the show and possibly be full-time ninjas like Jake Murray. Would you consider yourself to be a full-time ninja?
Yeah, I would consider myself to be a full-time athlete right now. I do a combination of rock climbing and Ninja Warrior, so I'm not per se specifically focused on one or the other. I kind of like to do both.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but it's great to see that it's possible for these athletes around here. I mean, we have Jake Murray flew all the way out here from Colorado. We had Naj who drove all the way up here from Philly. And like a lot of ninjas just coming in from all over the country to compete at these events. So it's really cool to see the sport growing, and obviously we have Julia here on the course right now absolutely killing it. The kids aspect is probably the most important part for making sure the sport is sustainable long term. And seeing them really be passionate about it, seeing the support structure and the coaching structure that's set up with these NNL Kids events is super awesome to see.
Nice, and there goes Julia clearing that warp wall there. Nice, spider jump, looking good.
Showing off that really good flexibility there. She's looking really calm and composed. I like her headband. She's really rocking it so far.
I dig it. Nice dismount.
Yeah.
All right, now the barrels. This is a tricky obstacle.
And we'll see if she makes it. Oh, so close.
Not enough forward momentum. She got a little hung up with that first step. She needs to lean in, shoot up.
Perfect. Just look at that technique.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Good lean into that swing. She could have let go right there. Hesitated.
And one of the things I've really seen with these action athletics kids is definitely something you got to compliment Jody Buke for, the coach. Their mentality they have running these obstacles. They're so calm, they're so composed. You can see Julia just taking a breath here. She knows the strategy behind how to compete. It's not just
out on the salmon. Good effort though.
Yeah, but really good approach by Julia there. So she was taking an appropriate amount of rest, doing the obstacles just how she needed to do them, and making sure she had the right amount of rest and composure before attacking any of the obstacles. Super important. It's something that these kids just instinctively understand.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that the beta exists and that there's so much good ninja technique out there to learn from. All right, so right now on the leaderboard, we have Julia Cherwin, followed by Cassandra Lillis, and then Aslyn Conway. There's a Conway in the top three. No relation, but I'm still proud. This is the NNL qualifier list. Female competitors, 11 to 12. All right, but so this doesn't, I need clarification in the studio here. These are not people that have qualified. This is just the top list. Okay, and so we have then fourth place, Gabrielle. Strong competitors at this NNL competition. Now it's Julia Lawrence Riddle.
So the run we just saw earlier, Julia, she was actually the first place run so far. So the one we just saw, setting the bar really high with that excellent run, completing the squeeze in a minute and 38 seconds. So that's the standard for what we have right now, and the rest of the girls, we'll have to see, how it's going to compare. But yeah, really great run out of these girls so far.
Yeah, looking strong. It's nice to see a couple of Julias back to back to gun it out for first place, because this is a strong competitor. It looks like we could have some competition for that first place spot.
Yeah. You can hear looking really strong so far.
You can hear the crowd is kind of going nuts here. Everybody's having a good time. The crowd energy is also really good here.
Absolutely.
Ooh, a misstep. I think the other Julia had the same problem.
Ooh,
yep, upper warped wall. Nice.
That's one of the trademarks of a good competitor, is learning from that little misstep you may have and adjusting right in the fly. So perfect adjustment by Julia there. She's looking really strong and composed.
Exactly. Nice dismount. All right, now the barrels. Let's see if she gets the first try. If so, yes! Wow. That is a decision maker right there. That's a deciding factor, I should say. The ability to get through that. There we go.
This could be our fastest run so far.
That's going to be, I believe. And she can get past the salmon for sure.
Yeah, she's looking really calm. Doesn't take quite as much as the other Julia.
Oh, really good tech. You can see that kipping motion. She knew what to do. She just came up a little short.
Yeah, and it's also hard because the salmon ladder, it's a very taxing obstacle. And it's coming so late here in the course that you don't realize quite how tired you are and how out of breath you are, but it gets you out of the sudden. And it's quite a surprise to see, just how exhausted you are from running a whole obstacle course and getting to something as challenging as that. But she's looking really strong, giving it her all, and finishing out this course in a really strong and super fast time.
Yeah, really nice. Nice. There's the click. Looking for the buzzer. Beautiful. Very nice. Currently holding down first place. Beautiful.
Yeah, pretty incredible run by Julia. These kids, again.
Here's the leaderboard again. So it's Julia Lawrence Riddle taking first place, followed by Julia Cherwin, then Cassandra Lillis, Aslyn Conway, Gabrielle, Nick Nair, Haley Labden, Allison hopefully. Serenity, Ottaviano. Serenity ran very early in the day here. So it's tough to hold out, top place over a long term, to run early and hold out a good spot. So it's good to see her in top 8 still. Now Reese Matthews on the starting platform and booking through the steps.
Yeah, Reese is looking really good so far. Got a really good pace going.
Reese Matthews, I should say, there are only 3 competitors left. Reese is the 3rd to last competitor.
Yeah, and again, one of those Action Athletics kids. So again, it's maybe considered his home gym, but he's probably hasn't seen any of these obstacles before. But that doesn't stop him. He's looking really calm and composed. Let's see if he can nail this. Ooh, perfect.
Beautiful transition up that warped wall. Very nice.
All right, yeah, he's looking really good. The composure.
Beautiful stick.
Unbelievable. And the great thing about competing in these NNL competitions is that they just give you so much experience to base your competitive background off of. So no matter how he does, he's just getting some really good experience right now and just looking like a pro.
Shaking it out a little before the Salmon and pop, look at that.
One more.
Yes! Nice, Reese.
Incredibly fast run.
Putting together a great run here. This could be first place right here.
Absolutely.
It's going to be close though. Between first, second, and Reese has got to be top 3 if he clears here.
Easily.
Between first, second, and third, it's going to be tight.
Wow. Look at those L's he's holding.
Here we go. This is going to be our 3rd complete of the day. Oh, come on, Reese.
Let's go.
Quick. And nice. Reese. Strong run. There he is. First place. Wow, he actually smoked second place by nearly 20 seconds.
That was incredible.
Yeah, wow, that was great. I didn't even realize he was going quite so fast. I mean, almost 20 seconds better than second place. That was killer. Naj coming in to say, did we see that run? Dude, that was amazing.
That was insane.
When you impress Naj.
You're doing something right.
Wow.
I'm not sure, but I would think that the top 3 men's competitors so far are all Action Athletics competitors. Is that true? Is that
good question. Do we have anybody in the studio? Yeah, so we have confirmation. The top 3 competitors are all Action Athletics competitors.
The men's division.
Super strong here. These guys are strong. They did not come out to mess around. All right, now on the starting block, I keep saying that, but she's already started. Addie Herman, crushing the first obstacle. TA Fitness competitor. I like those jerseys that TA Fitness comes out with.
Yeah. You can see their coach Lucas there. He's doing a great job, giving her chalk, providing some encouragement.
Taking selfies in the booth, just so you know, a little moment of silence there to take a selfie. It'll be on Instagram soon. Taking more selfies. This is what we do. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Okay, so now she's making it through the rings and looking strong. Beautiful. I like the Zeppelin. I wonder if she picked this song herself. She's got Immigrant Song playing in the background. This is a hype song. I like this.
Yeah, so Coach Lucas there, he's in the 00 jersey. Great athlete, competitor. Got to know Lucas from my time out here in Boston. He's been crushing the NNL Pro Comps lately. He's already qualified for the NNL Finals, but I'm sure we'll see him again tomorrow competing. But yeah, with a seasoned athlete like him, you'll know his kids will probably be taking notes and really having a great block of talent to expand themselves upon.
Wow, that's interesting to know that this is actually a child competitor of another competitor.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
And that's so amazing. That's what this allows, NNL and everything. It's incredible. Look, she's crushing it. She's up the juicer, no problem. Fun facts about her. She's also a skier, a wakeboarder, a soccer player, and a competitive long-distance runner. In addition to that, she is Christian and loves God. So she's got a lot going on. She's definitely got a lot of different varied athletics in her background. Let's see if she got the Salmon down. Oh, is she still in? She's it. She is. She didn't touch. Second attempt. Oh, she's gonna have. Get it. Come on. She can totally fix this. Fix it. Oh, man. Close, though.
That was a good rip for her so far, though.
That was nice. We saw Gavin do that earlier. I don't know if you were here or if you remember Gavin. I'm pretty sure that's the competitor who got. He got a half a rung, and then he got the other half, and then he got another half, and he just wiggled his way to the top. I've actually trained that. Trained going up a step at a time.
Helps you?
Well, any variation of going through an obstacle, I think helps you. Yeah, being aware, having done that, using your body in different ways, and just making more obstacles for yourself, I think makes you stronger. Yeah, so I think so. I also tried like the negative version of that and skipping 2. I also tried going up the bars askew the whole time. Oh, last competitor, Eli Chang. Blazing through an action athletics competitor. Look at the barrels, didn't even move. This is our last competitor of this heat. He has the coveted last spot, and I know it's a randomized order, but man, they may have randomly chosen the champion. This dude is booking. He's looking strong.
Save the best for last. Yeah, Eli's looking really good so far.
Very comfortable on that swing.
Great save there. Jumping spider, here we go.
Oh, nice.
Wow. This guy's just looking so smooth.
This is by far the fastest time. I'm calling it right now. If he's able to clear, this is our leader. Let's go. Eli, nice lâché, taking just one extra swing. Now, his amount of breaths needed here, just taking like one. Oh, man! So see, that's what we were talking about. Naj and I were talking about earlier. There was a competitor that took a few breaths. He needed 2 seconds to go onto the salmon ladder. Eli chose not to take those 2 breaths, but that's sometimes the consequence. If you don't take those 2 breaths, you may fail the obstacle. So sometimes it's better to just get the worst time and make sure you're ready for it. But Eli still extremely strong run, pushing it home here, just pushing the box to the end to complete the course.
Yeah, really great run by Eli there. You can see the speed. It's unbelievable.
Solid.
Watch out for this kid in upcoming competitions.
Definitely look out for Eli. I'm calling this. I'm sure many other people already know, especially the Action Athletics crew. But if you guys don't know, now you do. Eli, look out for this dude. This was a lot of fun. This is a great comp. This was a lot of fun. So we, because of the NinjaWorks timing system, the awesome way that this is set up, we already have all the results. And now in the studio, it's Joe DeBruck!
What a competition, Justin. These kids just put on a show, huh?
Dude, I was just saying, this is amazing. This is great. And Eli, man, I thought that was like gonna be the run of the night, and he just had that one mistake. But wow, such strong competitors. And as I understand, I think the top 4 now, definitely the top 3 are all Action Athletics team members.
Yeah, it's a strong group. A lot of these guys have been doing this for 4 or 5 years now, which is really rare. So they have each other, and they have an awesome facility put together by Nate Rosie and Sherry Casper to train and just push each other to what you see today.
It's incredible, man. And you were out there, dude. I see you doing your thing. Excellent spotting, by the way. You're always there, making some great saves. In addition to the competitors on the course. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. This was a great course.
Yeah, I mean, what a show.
Oh, Nate's gonna give the winners, so let's tune in and listen to Nate for that, and then we'll come back and kind of sign off and tell you about tomorrow.
For sure.
Completing 9 obstacles, that gets her right to the salmon ladder in a time of 1 minute, 39.41 seconds. Addie Herman! The Herminator. A little curtsy out of Addie. And the devotion ever long of Jake Murray. In second place, making it to the salmon ladder in just a little over a second faster than Addie in a minute 38.23, Julia Cherwin. Gets her trophy from the Phoenix himself, Najee Richardson. And in first place, getting to the salmon ladder in a minute 10.3, Julia Lawrence Riddle. John the Giant delivering her trophy. High fives from all the competitors. Great job. Now, the way that a National Ninja League works is if any of the top 3 competitors are already qualified for nationals, the spot bumps down. And in certain cases, it bumps down quite a few because it's the end of the season and a lot of kids have qualified. So the following 3 ladies will also be qualified to compete in Michigan next month. Our first one is Gabrielle. Go on up. There you go. That's fine. Our second is Haley. And our third is Emma Tran. Great job, ladies. We hope to see you all next month. Thanks for coming out and competing. Now, if you would just step right off to the side for a second. I got it, dude. As I move over to my preteen males. There we go. Now. Oh, boy. Okay. So when I say we have a lot of strong kids who compete on the Action Athletics Ninja team, it's not just because I'm like blowing smoke up my kids. You know, you guys make me so proud. So, in third place, completing all 12 obstacles, we had 3 finishers of the course. They all might be wearing familiar shirts. 12 obstacles in a minute 45:49. Tate Becker. Nearly edging him out. In second place, in time of 1:43:21, a full pull, Paul Woods. And our top contender should be no surprise because this young man had this podium in his eyes from the day he walked in this gym. A minute 26:87, Reese Matthews. Now, as all 3 of these competitors have already qualified for nationals and they were just racking up points, our qualifying will bump down to our 4th place finisher, Gavin Pelletier. Also, punching his ticket to NNL Nationals today, Ethan Mata Russell. And our final competitor, who has punched his ticket to Michigan next month, Quinn Caputo. Great job, guys. All right, let's get all of our females back in as well. Let's get all of our trophy holders, all of our qualifiers. Just go ahead and stand up there. And all of the rest of our competitors, let's fill in front of them. We'll get pictures from our parents. Everybody stand up there in big, big smiles. Super, super proud of you guys. I got to say, this being the first day of our ninja competition coming to a close here, I couldn't have asked for a better day. I just have to say a huge, huge thanks to my staff, to all the coaches who work here at Action Athletics for helping put on this event, to our pro ninjas who have come out and supported these kids today, just all from top to bottom. Let's have a big round of applause for everybody who helped make this day possible for these guys. I'm not going to keep talking and rob these kids of open gym time. So we've got about maybe a half an hour of open gym time. I got to kick you guys out hard at 8 o'clock because we got to get to the adult course and the teen course set for tomorrow. But you got about a half hour. All these competitors can go play on the obstacles that they just competed on. So you're welcome. Dude.
Great course.
Yep, congratulations. Hey, DJ Rachel on the 1s and 2s, can you cue up fruit salad?
Yes, just a reminder to competitors, the only obstacles that we'll be using for open gym will be the obstacles that we use on the course.
Can you hear me? Am I in? Yeah, I'm on the live stream. All right, cool. So this is Justin Conway, New York Ninja Sport, here at the NNL Qualifier at Action Athletics. This was a sick competition. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you just saw. We just had the announcement of the winners. Super strong competitors, top 3 places for the male, all from Action Athletics. Really strong team up here. You can see kids out here having fun, open gym time. So we're going to sign off, let these kids play. Tune in tomorrow. We're also going to have the live stream going for the teen comp and the adult comp. And many of the pros that stopped by today, Nas Richardson, Josh Levin, Flip Rodriguez, so many strong competitors. James McGrath possibly, if he's feeling up to it. He's just recovering, but if he's feeling up to it. Myself, Carl Fantuzzo, I believe. So many strong competitors are going to be here competing. You can watch them live on YouTube and hear me talk about it. I'm going to be commentating. And I did, for those of you that were following the thread on social media webs, I did get a headset, so I'm going to be doing something kind of cool and fun on the course. I'm going to be bringing my headset out onto the course, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in tomorrow, and for now, we have Joe Dubuque coming in. Joe Dubuque, sign off with me.
First of all, I want to thank all you guys for watching. I want to thank Nate Rosie and Sherry Casper and the Action Athletics staff for putting on a heck of a course and a show for these kids today. And Justin, great work.
Thanks,
we'll
man.
Back at it tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man. And big shout out to Joe. Did an awesome job today. The entire staff did. Great, well-run event. And yeah, we look forward to doing this all again tomorrow. See you then.